I'm sipping, 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 I'm sipping.
Sipping, I'm 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 sipping. Sipping, I'm 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 sipping. Sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping.
Why is playing twice?
I thought you hit it twice.
No, it's playing. Like I didn't hit it then. I never hit it then. Oh.
Oh, we're hearing the recording. That's why.
Shouldn't be recording. Shouldn't be recording.
There we go.
Alright, we're gonna try this one more time.
Yeah.
You throwing me off.
Sipping, I'm 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 sipping.
This is Sippin' with Sammy. I am Mr. Fly Shit, only the one and only Sippin' with Sammy. Sam Malone, Barstool Rug. If you ain't sippin' with Sammy, you ain't sippin' right. Please get your fucking life together.
Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute.
All my buttons is all screwed up on this joint. I don't know what we did to you. You don't even like us no more. Let me see what's going on over here. What's up with y'all, man? Happy Monday. Happy hour. Hope everybody had a good, productive Monday. If not, tomorrow is a nutcher day. Don't waste it. Don't waste. Let me see something.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's still wrong. My board is jacked up. But we in this pup. We situated. We sounding good. Now we got all the situations right. I don't know what's going on with this pad, but I got 4 buttons doing the same thing in the wrong spots. It's just dead wrong around here. I don't know what the organization was of the buttons, but I guess we lost it. We'll figure it out later. She's trying to figure it out now, I think. Which is not what we're doing. All right. So, since I don't have my list up and my producer is not in her seat, then I'll just talk about my weekend. This weekend, games on Friday night. Salute to everybody that played. Saturday, I went to.
Wait, you was just gonna leave it at that?
Well, I was getting to Sunday, and then we was gonna go into detail. But you want to talk about Friday? You want to
No,
talk
it's
more
okay.
about the Final Four? You want to talk about championship? We a couple days late.
I mean, I feel like Friday's still worth talking about.
All right, so let's talk about it.
All right, so
You
Friday.
wasn't even sitting down.
Now I'm sitting down.
All right.
See? Sitting.
All right, do your job.
Okay, so on Friday, we had 2 games. The early game was North Carolina versus USC.
Definitely NC State.
NC State. What did I say?
North Carolina. It's not the same school.
Oh. NC State versus USC.
What'd you think about that game?
It started off looking.
Hold on.
What?
You talking about the men's Final Four or the women's Final Four?
I was talking about the women's.
The women's Final Four had to been LSU versus Iowa.
Yes.
And South Carolina versus
NC State.
USC.
USC versus NC State.
All right, maybe I'm tripping. NC State wasn't in the finals, and neither was USC. That's my point.
South Carolina is USC, University of South Carolina.
Oh, I'm tripping. NC State is what's in it. I'm right. My bad. We right. You right. That's 2 weeks in a row. Damn it. Go ahead.
Right, the same game tripped you up 2 weeks in a row. So anyway, it was University of South Carolina versus NC State
Mm-hmm.
for the women's early game Friday.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, it looked like it was going to be a really close game. It was back and forth. And then in the third quarter, I think it was 31-6 was the third quarter score, with USC scoring 31 to NC State's 6.
You mean points scored in that quarter?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So they really ran away with it. At the end of the game, USC just looked like the better team, in my opinion.
Yeah, by far. Once again, I think it's another situation where they were better coached and the depth as all season was on their side. Like, it's hard to match up with damn near 2 starting 5s against you. Like, it's crazy. And yeah, they definitely ran away with it. But I kind of expected that. I kind of wanted the game to be a little better, but I was entertained. I was thoroughly entertained. It was still exciting. So then
Then the later game was the one that everybody was waiting for, the LSU versus Iowa.
mhm. So
Or wait, no, wasn't it UConn versus
see, this is why I thought you was looking
Iowa?
at it when you said it, but I'll look it up. NC.
Yeah, it was UConn versus Iowa was Friday.
All right.
Because the LSU versus Iowa game was Monday night during our live. So, UConn versus Iowa. So you had Becker versus Clark. That was the big matchup.
Mhm.
And
White on
again,
white crime.
again, it was a great game.
Mhm.
I got to give it up to both of the squads. They really did a good job. Unfortunately, Becker didn't have a good game. She was kind of a non-factor for the entirety of the game.
Mhm.
And Caitlin Clark scored record breakers. Like,
She had 21 points, 9 rebounds and 7 assists
yeah.
in that game.
So it wasn't her best game, but of the tournament, but it was still, she still was a substantial threat on the court and pulled Iowa through to a victory.
Becker's had 17, 4, and 3. So, yeah. They definitely, I mean, one thing, and I've been saying it every time she play, Caitlin is dangerous. And it's not just like when she's not shooting, she's still facilitating. She doesn't really ever look like she's not prepared. Like, she always look like she knows the next thing to do. I've seen her get trapped and cut off or boxed on the baseline. And next thing you know, that ball is flying at somebody that I ain't know was open. And I ain't even know how she figured it out. Like, she gets busy. So, yeah, they couldn't do nothing with her for real. Even with just having 21. Like, she gets everybody involved. And they had, after everybody saying she didn't have any support, she had a few players in the last 3 rounds that stepped up and made big shots when they needed to.
Absolutely. And I mean, UConn does a great job of moving the ball around. They do a great job on defense. So it was interesting to see Caitlin Clark get frustrated by the UConn defense a few times.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end, she still put the team on her back and kind of pulled it out in the third and fourth.
They had a lot of pressure on them. On her. I think they learned from the LSU game, and I knew that was going to carry on into the finals. I knew that. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, so that was Friday, and I also made
That was both games.
that was both games on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I made snacks. It was the snacks was a highlight? You didn't think the snacks was a highlight?
Yo, you are strange.
What's a game without good snacks?
Right. You sure we talked about NC State, South Carolina? Yes, we did. We started with them.
Yes.
All right, cool. So I guess we'll skip to Sunday night and go straight to the finals.
Yeah, we're already talking about basketball. Might as well.
Oh, all right. So you want to open this one, lady?
Sure. So then the finals match was on Sunday, And of course, we had the winner of the 2 Friday matches. So that was Iowa versus South Carolina, University of South Carolina. Um, and I'm not gonna lie, it started out rough. Uh, Iowa came out and in the first 3 minutes, it was looking bad for South Carolina. But that didn't last very long. South Carolina started playing, brought it back, and then going into the half, it was damn near tied. I think it was like 30-31 or something like that.
Didn't Caitlin have like 18 in the first quarter?
Yes, Caitlin Clark had a record in the first quarter, an actual record of most points scored in a quarter in the tournament.
In the championship.
In,
Yep.
Oh, in the championship,
Yeah,
one
the
or the other.
championship game. Yep.
So that was crazy to watch. But yeah, so then USC started bringing it back. At halftime, they were damn near tied. I think USC was down by 1. And then again, the third quarter, man. Don Staley's team in the third quarter. They come back from halftime feeling refreshed, and they just started to take the game away. Again, they went on another big scoring streak. Not as big as the first, as the Friday game, but they definitely put a substantial lead between them and Iowa, and were able to maintain that lead going into the end of the game.
Yeah, it was a great game. Caitlin played her ass off. She finished with 30, but I think she shot about 28 times to get there. They was in her draws. And they was forcing turnovers. They was running her into not even traps. She was running into walls. I was watching her get sandwiched when she tried to cut through the paint or cut baseline a couple times, and it was like one thing that stood out to me was South Carolina play rough. They dogs. They go like they coach go. You know, they say teams assume the identity of their coach a lot of the times. But the Iowa team to me just seemed dainty. They seemed like they was getting frustrated a lot. They seemed like they was on the ground the entire game. Like it was always somebody getting off the floor the whole game. And it seemed like they was looking to the refs to save them a lot. And they couldn't do anything with Cardozo. The big girl on South Carolina.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, like they couldn't do anything with her, and she actually had a good game.
She definitely did.
She was on the glass like a motherfucker, and sometimes she gets caught up in shooting lazy shots under the basket. It looks like she's throwing the ball at the rim. She was taking better shots that night. And probably because she was more comfortable. It wasn't another big down there that could bang with her. But I was impressed. I'm impressed with Dawn calls the freshies. Meaning her freshmen, they show up in big moments. The tournament MVP is a freshman. Number 12, Cardozo got MVP of the game. But she's leaving. She the only one leaving.
Yep.
So then you got so many other people. I forget the young lady's name that kept hitting the threes and always makes her foul shots. But she's a freshman, went off the bench doing what she's been doing the whole tournament mostly. Like I just like they squad, and I think they might got a young dynasty because after losing 5 starters last year to go and lost in the championship last year, then go back and win it with a bunch of freshmen. Like that's phenomenal. So salute to Dawn Staley once again, man. Shout out to South Carolina Gamecocks.
Yep.
Y'all entertained the fuck out of us. And shout out to Caitlin Clark, just like Dawn said, and I was sharing the same sentiment the whole tournament. Like, it's amazing how well that girl played. She's well spoken. She carries herself well. And when they was running down on the black girl, she opened her mouth. You know, she spoke up. So it's like I'm excited to see her on the next level, and she's about to have to be on a team with somebody she beat in the semifinals last year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they lost in the semis last year. My bad. Correction. But yeah. I was very, very highly entertained.
I have one more thing to add about the NCAA tournament on the women's side.
I'm listening.
I thought it was interesting that I felt like there was a lot of fouls that were uncalled, and a lot of charges that were miscalled in general, in the games that we watched over the course of the tournament. And when I say a lot of fouls that were not called, I mean to the point where the NCAA women's tournament was much more physical than most of the NBA games that we watch. I think more physical than the men's tournament games that we've seen so far. And I just wanted to point that out. You know, I thought it was interesting.
Oh, so that's why the white girls was on the floor all night, because there wasn't no fouls and no charges getting called?
They were really letting those girls play. Like,
Oh,
it was, like, almost astounding so. Like, there were some really physical plays that, like... Or even some times where they were intentionally trying to foul as part of their strategy, as part of the game, and, like, it just... They weren't even getting those calls.
Well, one thing about it, the women's game needed more aggression and more storyline and shit talking, because that gets our interest. Just like the men's game needed to be calmed down at one point, because things was getting out of control. People was getting beat up in real time and wasn't even getting no tech. Like, it was getting crazy. So, like, I think that there's a healthy balance in there where it's like, no, let them scrap. They talking trash. They throwing up gang signs, so to speak, or whatever. You know what I mean? After they do shit, like, let them rumble too. They ain't going to dunk on each other.
Absolutely.
But that is one thing that I've been saying, like, for years. Everybody been saying if they was dunking, these girls got the whole world watching, and y'all know about 5 of them.
Well, and that was my next point, is I know more women going into the draft this year than I do men.
Me too. By far.
By far. And I feel like this might even be one of the first years that I knew women's names who were going into the draft, to the point where I'm like, I'm excited. I kind of want to figure out who's going where, who's going to play with who. It's going to be really interesting to see.
I was at work today and I was joking with one of my coworkers, overhead boy that worked there. And I was like, yo, I fuck around and gotta get a hoodie or something. Like, I don't know. Like, I might have to get me a little WNBA hoodie with a Juju or something. I don't know. I gotta find some Asia. I gotta find somebody to get on the hoodie.
Philly, this is the time. I'm just saying. Build that stadium. Get a WNBA team. I'll go to the games.
Oh, with the promise of K being there, they're for sure going to do it.
It's worth the, like, $8 billion, right?
Right. Just for the K to show up and not be courtside.
God, no.
See? Listen, man, if you ain't courtside at a women's game, it's like, no. Now, salute to Dawn Staley, man. I wish I knew if I had a... Oh, it works. Seeing, and we spoke about Dawn a couple weeks ago, Miss Staley. This is a phenomenon we ain't really seen. Like, there's only a couple coaches that have won 3, and there's a couple more ahead of her that got 4, and Moki is one of them. I know Moki has 4, but winning percentage with the situations that she had a health problem. I think 2017, and they won a championship while she was sick. But then the fast forward, the COVID thing, all of that regrouping, and she been rolling ever since COVID, basically. Shout out to Dawn Staley, man. I don't know, like, a more storied woman's career in basketball, like, to win on every level as a player and then to win like this as a coach. I don't know if that's a thing. What you think?
I mean...
And she's about to coach in the Olympics, right?
Yeah, she's coaching the Olympic
She's the
team.
head coach for the Olympic team.
I mean,
Wow.
it's all deserved, man. It's all deserved. Shout out to her. She's doing great things.
Can you read the comment for me?
Yeah, Cash said the sound was going out. I just fixed it.
Oh, it was going out?
Yeah, I didn't. So I'll let everybody in. We got a new piece of equipment for the studio, and so I had to readjust everything, and I forgot to add the microphones on the graphic. So every time I switched to the graphic, the sound was going out. But I fixed it. We're good now.
Oh, yeah, stop doing that.
Yeah.
So, no, once again, man, shout out to Dawn Staley. Congratulations. It's great to see you dancing and having no voice in all these interviews and getting your praises once again with, and shout out to whoever made that little necklace you've been rocking. I know they important to you because that Dawn necklace been on and them diamonds been tucked in, but salute to you, man. And salute to those young ladies, and salute to Iowa and LSU and UConn, and man, I had a ball. I always say people don't realize when they are being entertained, they so busy complaining.
Mhm.
Like every one of those teams, no matter who you wanted to win, put on a fucking show.
Absolutely.
Put on a show and fought their hardest. And even when the end of the game didn't look as promising as you might have thought it would, like they was burnt out. The motherfuckers put on. So shout out to them young ladies. The WNBA has a very, very, very bright future, and possibly the big three. Who knows?
Absolutely. And while we're talking about NCAA tournament, the men's finals is tonight, 9 p.m.
UConn versus Purdue.
Yes, UConn versus Purdue.
UConn versus Purdue. Any predictions?
As much as I really, for some reason, don't like Purdue, they're tough.
They big as shit.
Yeah, I mean, it helps when, you got somebody who's 7'7" on your team. But
Solid.
yeah, 7'7" and athletic. Let me be clear. So yeah, I think with him, and they had a couple of other pieces that definitely could shoot, and
They got
still be
another
physical threats.
7-footer.
Yeah.
They got 2 7-footers.
So with that, I think that they're gonna end up taking it. But I mean, it's UConn. Like UConn is a powerhouse. They've been a powerhouse. It's gonna be a good game.
Their season has actually been phenomenal. I see the boy pulling up. They've been like,
Oh, is he the one doing that crazy stuff?
yeah, that's him.
Oh,
Remember I got on him yesterday? He don't learn. But
he drives like a maniac. I see.
I be on the road with him. Like you don't even know what I go through, man.
Oh Lord.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Purdue tonight, even though I would prefer for UConn to win. I'm kind of digging the little journey they've had this year and all of that, and I just thought it would be dope. But it's looking like, for me, I feel like if Purdue plays inside out even a little bit, you blow the game open when you feel like it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta take a break and play a commercial, by the way.
Absolutely. Let me cue that up.
And then we'll be right back with C Cash in the situation with his late ass. Shout out to Unc, man. Unc said, I like how you be getting on my nephew. I think that was like a threat, though. I think next time he gonna get me. But Unc is the homie. He late. I hope he bought party favor.
Yo.
So I hope you all bought Funyuns.
I hope you bought party favors.
You already know.
Fuck out of here.
What's up, Sammy?
Ain't nothing, man. How you?
Good, how you?
I'm alright. You know what I'm saying? We figure we get the sports out the way because you don't know shit about it.
I do know about sports.
You know what I'm saying? Did we cue the commercial yet?
Every time I come over here.
Cause I'm funny, motherfucker. Niggas don't want you to be funny, like.
All right, we're gonna hit this commercial. Shout out to our sponsor, Rich Jules, and we'll be back with you in a second.
Yeah.
This is Sippin' with Sammy, Sam Malone, Barstool Rug here with Rich Jules, the official sponsor of the Sippin' with Sammy podcast. Tap in with Rich Jules, male or female jewelry, black owned, small business. Tap in with Rich Jules, Sippin' with Sammy approves.
Stay here.
No, you good.
You
man.
good? You back on?
I don't wait for you. Like, we be set up already. If it was another mic spot, it would have been set up already. This nigga crazy, yo. He's hoping he ain't the latest one. Like, y'all don't even dig what he be doing. Like,
That's exactly what that was.
yeah, that's like, damn, is somebody else coming after me? Possibly,
I'm
maybe,
just trying to be, cordial. To
maybe
you.
somebody after me. Possibly,
No, man. That's
possibly,
good.
maybe.
Thank you.
Now, since we on sports, Bronny James,
Mm.
Yeah.
Bronny James.
Acting crazy.
No, I mean, perspective is a motherfucker, man.
So the latest announcement I saw about Bronny is that he is entering the draft, but he is also maintaining his eligibility and entering into the transfer portal at the same time.
Yeah. Do you understand what that means?
Mm.
Not entirely. I mean, so how do you get to stay eligible and enter the draft at the same time?
Part of what people have done for years, and it's crazy because I even seen Cam and I'm confused on it this morning, is if you don't sign with an agent, you can declare for the draft and still maintain your eligibility in college. That's the
Right.
thing.
Okay.
He doesn't have to sign with an agent, and his dad and uncle are the agency.
I was about to say he definitely don't need an agent.
So like, can you
The cheating
imagine
is
like
crazy.
after the game, we all go out to dinner. They like, Brody, what you trying to do next year? Like, this ain't even,
doing whatever the fuck he wants.
this not even no illegal shit. This is just dinner.
Yeah.
Like, this is, they go be there. They was
Right.
there when I was born.
Right. Exactly.
Like,
Most times, they say
turn his mic up.
most times, like, guys from college get recruited by the wrong people. They try to give you money, all types of stuff in order to go to a certain team, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, motherfuckers give you bread and shit so that you indebted to them.
Basically.
Well,
Basically.
isn't
But
this
people do have, hold on, people do have situations where they know that it could be manipulated to be somewhere that you wanted at
Mhm.
if you go at this time
Yeah.
and you do this. You know what I mean? It's the shit. The system is not above infiltration.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Most time that's based on money, right?
Yeah, it's always based on money. To pay you millions of dollars might make the league billions of dollars.
Of course.
Because of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's always about money.
but
It's just like
aren't
a
there
record deal.
larger implications with Bronny, especially because LeBron has said that he wants to play with his son?
Mhm.
Yeah, but that would be, and at that point he would be doing it for the same reason that people did it in the past, just to see where you land at in the draft talks. Like, you could still pull out of the draft before the draft.
Mhm.
You can still be like, yo, they talking second round.
Yeah.
Fuck that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially if I can go second round and I can go to that team,
Yeah.
that might be the play. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if that's not what we doing, then I'm cool.
Yeah. It's not part of the strategy, basically.
Yeah, like back a few years, more than a few years ago, Ricky Rubio came over and was like, I don't like that shit. Went back overseas. Like, I'm gonna just go hoop and bust our ass in the Olympics. He's torched us in the Olympics. That's what we needed, the redemption. It was bad, man.
Rubio was a problem too.
Rubio was a monster, yo. That little motherfucker, man.
So realistically, where could he potentially end up?
I mean, like, once you not see, nobody has him going lottery. He didn't really have a great season last season, but he had a season coming off of a heart condition. So it's like, you happy to see him healthy, and he played pretty well, but he didn't play the minutes that you probably would have seen him play, and he didn't have the production and output that he probably would have had with the more minutes and better health and more time to adapt to the system.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you don't really know. So at that point, he can go anywhere because they trade in the draft too.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So a motherfucker might take the 17th pick to pick up Bronny.
Just to
Just to grab Bronny. And it'd be somebody that wasn't even on the board.
I mean, especially with this draft, because we haven't heard that many names.
And that's the other thing. Ain't nobody in this damn draft.
Yeah.
It's 6 niggas in America in this draft that anybody cares about.
Right.
You probably gonna get 8 from overseas.
Right.
And Bronny might be able to crack top 10. We gonna just slide him in at 9. Like, what just happened?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I just looked it up. His last season, he averaged 4.8 points.
Basically, politics is on his side, though.
Yeah.
And I mean,
it's good for the, not for the first time, but for once, it's a brown guy.
He
policy
Brian,
from the side.
absolutely. He Brian's son. He's Brian's son for sure. And something come for that. The NBA has always been one of those things that your talent ain't everything. It's
Right.
about who you know, what moves you make, what decisions you make.
I mean, that's kind of everything in life.
Yeah, but like with Bronny, if a team sees his upside and don't think they have to sacrifice much, like there's probably a couple teams that have more than 2 picks in this draft early in the draft. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when it gets to that point, it's like sky's the limit.
Right.
Who knows?
I'd love to see Bronny play with his dad. That is just crazy.
I think that would be dope just to see it.
Yeah.
I don't like my thing be like, do he want that? Like, do
Yeah,
he,
but I do
do
think
I
it's,
want to start my NBA career with my pop on the plane with me?
yeah. But it's gonna be some stuff involved, and there's gonna be some damage control involved in it. I think.
From what aspect you talking?
Aspect like, all right, you playing on the same team as your dad. Somebody rough you up a little bit. You know,
no.
pops want to jump in the mix, and it might be altercations.
You don't understand, bro. Brian ain't gonna have to.
Right.
If somebody
Everybody
touch
gonna know.
Bronny, the closest nigga to him is gonna flip him upside down, bro. For Brian? What? Oh my God, yo, don't get your hands dirty, man.
Yeah. It's like you on the court with goons, like,
Your light's still on.
is they?
Your tail lights is on.
Yeah, it probably is.
You might gotta go see about your situation once you roll your L.
Oh, I should go do it now.
All right, go ahead. But yeah, like I don't know. I think it could be a good move. I don't think that this comes without some form of great advising, so to speak. You know what I'm saying, Kay?
Yeah, no, I got you.
Like I believe like when your godpop is Rich Paul and your dad is LeBron and he been manipulating the league the whole time he been in the motherfucker. He been a GM. Like so it's like I've seen some professionals that have said that this is a good move and that others should take heed to it and do it for themselves. So even though it seems unconventional, it's completely legal. It's not being done because specifically they're not letting him do it because he LeBron's son.
No, I didn't assume that.
No, I wasn't putting that on you. I'm just saying like for perspective, like
Yeah,
this is something that is legal. He's not breaking any rules.
gotcha.
So
Thank you, good brother.
and I don't think he could lose. I think it's a win-win either way. Either he winds up at a school that's going to play 25 minutes a night. You know what I'm saying? Or he get a jersey and gotta spend a year or 2 on the bench. Kobe started on the
gonna
bench.
spend a year or 2 on the bench?
Bronny might.
Yes.
Bronny
His
might.
athleticism?
Yes.
I think Bronny has a lot to learn about. Like first of all, the NBA is a different pace.
It is.
But
It's a whole
he's-
nother
He's
speed.
19. Like,
Yeah.
And those is men.
Yeah. He ain't
Men. And
got his full
you
dexterity.
young niggas is disrespectful just being on the court with me when I'm trying to get this $300 million on the table next year. Like, what is you out here for?
Right.
You know what I mean? Baby bombs I got. Them niggas
I mean,
is
that's the thought. Where the thought come in at about how the rest of the league attitude is going to be towards him.
I think that Bronny's personality is going to play on his side.
Right.
He's actually a level-headed kid.
Yeah.
And he's not really big. Like, and he might get boisterous or flamboyant on the court,
Right.
but off the court, he not one of them.
Right.
He not one of them. The crazy thing is, I'm waiting to see what Bryce about to do. His little brother about to be way better.
Bryce.
Bryce is the
His
one that would have
his
got him.
brother. Yeah.
He tough.
Yeah.
He tough. Young and jump out the building too.
Mm.
Yeah, he about to be crazy. We talking about the return of Embiid.
yeah,
Yeah.
one more sports topic while we're here.
That's good.
Did he play last night? He didn't play last night.
No.
Y'all went in double overtime.
But
Maxie been acting crazy though.
Yeah, 52 last night.
Embiid
God.
is back. Last week on Tuesday, Embiid returned for the first time since January 30th, I
With
believe.
the braids and the braid bun.
Yes, with the braids and the braid bun. You see, I got the current pick. But yeah, so he returned. He actually played more minutes than we thought he was going
He
to.
played more minutes than they said he was going to.
More than more than they said he was going to. And overall, he looked pretty good. You know, he was moving around. He looked winded.
Nigga look like he was about to die out there.
He looked winded.
He looked like me in the spring. Like, damn, we only
Probably
ran up the
smoking
court
weed,
twice,
son.
nigga. Damn.
He looked a little winded,
Found
but
out Joel was hitting the gas. My bad.
I ain't
but
mad
he
at
was
it.
definitely he was playing
Recovery.
full out, and what I was most concerned with was his mental state, not his
Right.
physical ability.
Right.
Because as long as he's still willing to put his body on the line and do what he has to do to win the game, he's gonna make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to stick to the first game when he came back.
Yeah.
He definitely looked tired to me, like visibly tired, like no shame in it, and that's to be expected, right? Especially if he got cut on. Like if you
Yeah.
went through a certain, like it's just different. You
Yeah.
got game speed is game speed, but I saw him soar and like grabbing the knee, and that's to be expected also.
Mm.
So I was a little like, damn, I wonder how long before, and if back-to-back games affects this,
Yeah,
shit
for
like that.
sure.
But the next game, which I think was 2 nights later,
Yep.
this motherfucker was out there acting like
Crazy.
spring chicken. And mind you, towards the end of his first game, he started doing little funny shit. Like he started showing off and trying to show he still had some energy in it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's funny. But the next game, he was cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He was cooking, and that makes it look good, man. And Maxie had enough time to realize his place as the dog,
Yeah.
and that he could really take over when he need, like kind of what Kobe had to figure out with Shaq. Like, my nigga, I need you to get 30. I'm gonna get mine.
Right.
You gotta get 30. Don't worry about mine. I'm gonna hit the glass and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's very similar. So it's looking good going into the playoffs for the Sixers, as long as they place well enough to get some momentum going in the first round. Y'all be all right.
I just want to see them get a chip.
I
Before I
think it's
die.
possible. I
Just
think
like-
it's possible this year.
Just like everybody wanted to see the Eagles win. I just want to see them get one chip before it's all over. You know what I mean?
I think y'all could beat Boston, and if y'all beat Boston,
I'm saying y'all like you not from Philly, bro.
I mean, I'm not a Sixers fan, but
I don't like that shit.
if y'all can beat Boston in a 7-game series, I think that championship, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a coin flip at that.
That's a
point.
good question though. Can they beat Boston in the championship?
Now, okay, anything else?
No, I think I'm good on Sixers. Go Sixers.
New Phillies uniforms. You seen these Cash?
Philly's like the Flyers. I mean, no. Philly's the baseball team.
Yes.
My
our
bad.
baseball team.
Yeah. No, I ain't seen them yet. I'm not a fan of baseball.
Well, clearly they're trying to appeal to a different market than what the Phillies usually go for, and I appreciate it.
What market would that be?
The market that is not geared towards 50-year-old white men.
Yeah. So they want to have a more
Little bit of
urban
hip-hop.
out of day, yeah.
Oh, hip hop, yeah.
That joint look real graffiti like.
That Joe look like the jerseys on any given Sunday.
That shit. Them joints, the font look like all Easy to Block Captain jackets at the Bills.
Yo, you stupid, but that's true.
That
Real
was
shit.
crazy. Oh my god.
But I also, more than anything, what I appreciate about this uniform is the fact that they dropped Philadelphia, they dropped Phillies.
Yeah.
It says Philly,
Yeah.
all caps, big bold,
Right.
nothing else.
Yeah.
I think they competing with the Sixers marketing because they had the Brotherly Love jerseys, they had the Subway Series jerseys the year before, and they've been giving urban looks and different looks. But the Phillies actually have some of the most classic, monumental jerseys and colorways throughout the history of baseball.
Really.
Oh,
Like,
the
if you
Phillies
really think
colorways
about it,
are fire.
Like the take Philadelphia off wasn't necessarily necessary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because if you really think back on the Phillies jerseys throughout the history, they all fire. The pinstripe joints, the sky blue and burgundy
Burgundy
the
joints.
all burgundy joint. Like, when you
Yeah.
really think about it, the Phillies always had heat.
People be wearing that shit and they ain't even from the city.
The burgundy and white joints. That's
Yeah.
like the hat everybody had.
Mm-hmm.
Like, them joints was mean. I think
Yeah.
the Phillies.
The legendary Philly P hat and all that. Yeah.
I think the Phillies might have had the most classic jerseys out of all our teams. Like, on some real shit. When you think about,
fashion and style and shit.
Yeah, because, like, there was the era of the AI jersey when they bought the new mascot and all of that.
Mhm.
But that is
Talking about
more
the black and red.
the
and
black
white.
and red and the blue one and all of that.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's more for having Iverson on it. It's not one of the better. It's not one of them Jones you like. Well, that was a crazy look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't. You prefer the old Jones
Mm-hmm.
than them. So it's like, yeah, the Phillies might be whooping ass, but this is a good joint. I fucks with it. I like the
Yeah, I
new
like it.
energy. I mean, see, the thing about it, and people don't realize it, it is right in front of their face. We getting all of these retros played in. We getting all these alternative jerseys because they just selling more fucking merch.
Mm-hmm.
So if y'all go put out a way to make some more money, at least make it some fly shit, I might even consider grabbing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's cool. I ain't mad at it, yo. But they all gonna keep doing
Be
this.
more general.
Yeah. But like I said, I will probably be buying a WNBA or a women's college basketball hoodie at some point.
Yeah, no, I seen that.
I'm on it. Yeah, I'm on it. That's probably one of my next sports purchases. I don't buy a lot of sports shit though.
Mm-hmm.
Not big on it. Not
Just
big.
don't wear a jersey over top of your hoodie. I hate that shit.
Well,
Oh.
you only wear that when it's like you going to something outdoors and you got a rep.
No, niggas be doing that shit.
No, I'm saying that's the only
to come
time.
to battle events. and shit
That's
like
the only
that.
time you supposed to do that.
Right.
Is what I'm saying. Like,
Right. No, but I'm saying
like
it's
yeah.
not a fashion statement.
But see, you talking about with niggas where the battles and like,
Yeah, it's drawn.
you know, that population is crazy.
Mhm.
You don't go to
Don't
battle.
get to join the D Money guy. He wears that shit like 1,000 times. The camouflage joint with the Sixers logo. Please don't wear that. Don't buy that hoodie.
Yo, this nigga is crazy.
You just made a whole hoodie off limits to everybody.
To
because one
everybody,
person
because
wears
one
it.
person.
If you seen
That's
this motherfucker, you would.
crazy.
I mean,
You don't want to have the same taste as homie is what he's saying.
Yo.
don't.
That's what he's saying. That's crazy. Yo.
All right.
That's so crazy, yo.
Going back to this weekend because you did something on Saturday that you got to tell the people about.
Let's talk about this.
Shout out to the homegirl, man. One of Uptown's finest, Tammy Jean.
Yeah. If y'all don't know, that's really Lady Merc, but you know,
Hey, she always be murked to us.
everybody don't know that.
She'll always be murked to us. And you know why she'll always be murked? Because shout out to Mama Merc.
Mhm.
She always gonna be Mama Merc.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's hard calling her Mama Jean. I ain't get there yet.
Mhm.
But shout out to them. She had a Unbreakable event party showcase, it was called. Actually, but if you know anything about her health problems in the last couple years, she's been in and out of hospital. And I can speak on it because she actually shared it publicly after telling me in private.
I ain't know.
So yeah, she's been putting it on her page. She'll show when she's back in it. Like it's to that point where it's like I'm back in here, y'all. You know what I mean? Like she'll do them sometimes. But she been thugging it out.
That's what's up.
Still beautiful, still fly. You know what I mean? Which is the least important. But it just
Right.
it makes other people feel good to see you still look good while you going through things because we see people disintegrate. You know what I'm saying? So
Not only physically but mentally.
So she really has shown how to be unbreakable through her situation. So once again, I want to shout her out for that. First and foremost. Second, if you know anything about Tammy Jean, she do everything big and she knows every fucking body.
Yeah. And she got bars.
Yeah, she's a beast. But I mean, like, I went to the event. I got to the door. I had to prove that I was VIP. No big deal. I guess.
Hold up. Can we talk about how you didn't call me for the event?
You was in the you wasn't feeling good. I called you the day before for something. I'm
That was
stop.
the day before.
I'm gonna leave him alone.
Man, fuck that. That was the day before.
No,
I was on a
honestly-
whole different wave the next day.
I'm gonna keep it G. And
I'm really touch and go like that.
I'm gonna keep it G, and I should have took you with me.
Mm-hmm.
I never finished my confirmation, right?
Mm-hmm.
That I was coming.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't even on a list, but I had that she was putting me on a list in the text messages type shit.
Oh, and then
So I didn't know if I had my +1 or not. But I would have been able to finagle it. Well, you got money anyway. But you know what I'm
I would have
saying.
paid to come in.
Yeah, but they was like,
I just wasn't paying to perform.
but to be in VIP, you might as well pay to perform. That shit was like 75 when I got there, I think. So
For real?
yeah, regular admission was
Yeah,
45.
cause see, I
General admission was 45.
every time I see what's going on with a show or something like that, I always
You trying to perform?
tap in. But
Mhm.
being as though seeing me no bullshit, not to cap with nobody, bro. But I've been performing in Philadelphia since like 2012. You know what I mean? I just did damn near every venue we got here except like the Electric Factory and the TLA.
Me too.
So when it comes to that showcase game, I kind of know what's going on. Like, not to, drag nobody, but most of the time the local talent pays for everything. If you're not big, you don't got a name outside of the city somewhat, then you gonna get charged the arm and the leg to perform and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm at a position where I gotta pick and choose the best move to make for my situation. You know
But
what I'm
we
saying?
were still talking about her event. We could have talked about you afterwards.
Oh,
Carry on.
I'm fucking with you. But no,
I mean, since I had said something, I was gonna say why I didn't.
nah, I'm fucking with you. You good, bro. But yeah. So I got in there, got situated, and it was just one of them nights, bro. Everywhere, like, couldn't even get in the door. Folks was everywhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of shaking hands, a lot of hugs. No kissing babies, no babies in there. But shout out to Snapper. She was hosting the situation.
That's
you know
a
what I
good
mean?
job.
That's my sis. It was just a lot of faces in the place. Seen Lovely Lay and her pop. Always gotta shout them out. You know what I'm saying? They was in there working. Shout out to C's for moving Lay around the building because C's know everybody. So he was making sure they knew who Lay was. That was smart.
Right.
Seeing Ghetto Reese, my little brother, in the situation. I ain't shouting out everybody, but
Yeah. Shout
it
out
was
to Ghetto
dope.
Reese.
Tanera was in there, you know what I'm saying? I
Right.
missed her performance though. I didn't see it. But Freeway, Enos,
Cassidy,
got there when I was leaving.
Quilly.
Was there.
Shout out to Quilly, but Quilly had a vest on. You think that got something to do with?
Hey man. If not, he just playing into it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You never
But-
know with him.
Yeah, like he say he's sober now. But it was a good event, a successful event. Shout out to her. Thanks for having me. I didn't get a chance to chop it up with her. She had security rushing her through that building all night.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it's cool. We'll smoke and joke about it later. If your health is up to it or if you feel up to it, we figure it out, man. That's the homie.
Mm-hmm.
So one more time, shout out to her for being unbreakable.
Sure. Shout out to the city just coming together and doing some shit in the city. You know what I'm saying?
No, and I heard no bullshit happened. Everything was a groove. I think everybody in there was really like happy to see each other. It was crazy. Santos was floating through. Everybody was in there, bro. It was crazy.
Shout out to Toast. That's my guy.
Yeah, man. It was crazy. Where we going now?
you wanna go battle rap?
We can go battle rap. We gonna start with Cash.
Oh man, you already know, man. I'm just, C Cash, man, the best battle rapper in the world,
I
man.
don't really care about that part.
Nah, I'm fucking with you. So my last battle was supposed to be C Cash versus Rex Ruger on Gates of the Garden, March 30th. Unfortunately, I went to the battle and stood around watched 1,000 niggas battle because my opponent didn't show up.
Got stood up.
Now I ain't gonna call him scared because I already went on my Instagram and talked my shit, for ratings and views and shit like that.
Pop my shit.
But anyway, the guy, a couple people did confirm that the guy twisted his ankle, hurt himself or some shit like that. And a couple people, couple different leagues I had spoke to that's from the DMV where he's originally based from. They said that he's doing good right now and he doesn't normally do that. But then when I talked to Dre said that was his second time backing out. So
Wait,
anyway,
wait. Can you back that up for a
Right.
second? Because you said a lot.
Diddy, I can't
without-
back that. I got you, K. I'm just playing dead.
You said a lot without saying a lot. So
Go ahead.
So you went to the battle. So he didn't tell anybody ahead of time that he wasn't planning on showing
No,
up.
actually, while I was there, I got a message from Gates of the Garden that clipped off. It like cropped out a message. I don't know if it was from a phone. It looked like it was from a phone because you could see iPhone emojis in the text. But it said, "I twisted my ankle on some wild shit. I'm trying to get a ride." And
Twisted his right ankle. He couldn't drive.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to get a ride. See if my ride will come. Something open ended like that.
And so to be clear,
So that wasn't even. I ain't gonna be there. I'm still working on a ride,
Yeah.
which sound like you ain't gonna be there because I don't know what your network like, but most niggas can't pull last minute shit like that.
Right.
well, and that was my follow-up question. So is he from where the battle was?
No, the battle was placed in Somerville, New Jersey, which is about 35 minutes from Philadelphia. He's from Cherry Hill, Baltimore.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Cherry Hill niggas bad.
Possibly.
Shout out to my Cherry Hill niggas.
Problem, to just get there. Shout out to Baltimore in general.
Yeah,
East side, west side. You already know. My second family over there.
Yeah, man, I be out, child.
And then you said
Gee.
something real quick
Yo.
about people saying that he's been doing good,
Yeah, a couple other league
which
owners.
implies that he was doing bad.
What do you mean?
It sounds like he doing good, like how people talk about Clean Paper doing good. Like, oh, he ain't burning
They
niggas.
saying
no
like
more.
he
back.
like they basically was trying to say he on a roll right now, which he did have a plate on the 23rd of March on the RBE platform.
So a week
Okay.
before y'all.
See, I'm glad I cleared that up because you made it sound like he was on drugs or something.
No. Like
I
doing
ain't
good
get
as far as battle rap. He's been on somewhat of a roll. I mean, I'm not trying to promote this guy, but at the end of the day, I spoke to a couple battle league owners and they told me that he's been, on the up and up with his career, so to speak. So it was like kind of far fetched for him to just be no showing at battles. But
So is it getting rescheduled or not?
as of right now, I'm booked for Gates to the Garden on the 420 in Philly versus a guy named Imperfect from VA. So as of now, it's not getting rescheduled, but I'll be happy to do the battle on Bars Over Bricks. Shout out to D, or Pit Fights Battle League, which is a DMV battle league. That's his backyard type shit. So you know what I mean.
You trying to turn the battle up? Is Dre done with it, or is you just like let's do it wherever?
Well, it
See-
seems like Dre's done with him, right? Because that was his second time not
Yeah,
showing.
exactly. I don't really want to give away too much intel that regular people wouldn't know, but Dre told me that he backed out twice, so
Yeah,
kind of like
that's a motherfucker.
seem like I'm not gonna keep booking this guy type shit.
You still got your back in?
I mean, everybody looked on the page and seen that what I did, so that's my back end.
Solid. Word.
But besides that, I got 413, my debut battle on I Battle. Shout out to Lex Luthor. I'm supposed to go over there in New York and battle this guy named Big Rel on the 13th. The 14th, I got a show in Philly at Voix Lounge on Common Avenue. If y'all ain't doing that, come out there. You know what I mean? See my shit. I got two new singles out.
Say the name of that club different.
Voix. I don't know.
I don't know. Go ahead.
It's an Asian-based karaoke spot, but it has
Been in there.
a crazy
The stage is crazy.
performance stage.
The stage is crazy.
Yeah, I'm performing there. If you got my project net worth bangers off of there, definitely probably gonna do the stalking joint for with me and Bill. Hopefully Bill can make it. You know what I'm saying? That'll be crazy. New singles out, so we gonna do some music. And then I got, like I told y'all, I got the 20th, 420 Gates of the Garden versus Imperfect. And then the 27th, I'm back in New York versus damn. I don't know his name. I don't remember his name, but it's K Shark TV Promotions. It's a 1B battle. So that's what we doing. And shout out to Bill Collector too. He got a card on the 26th. I don't know if I'm gonna make it because he ain't give me an op yet. But it's an action-packed April, man.
I heard that. Nice to see you working, man.
You never not working, Sammy. You already know that.
I already know never not working is the situation.
Right.
See what you did there. You see what's going on in the battle rap surrounding you.
Somewhat, but not really. I'm kind of burnt out with
So
Bull.
have you seen the Easy card?
Yeah, I did see his card. He got a card. It's funny. He got a card in Miami.
Yep.
Around the same time where you know who got a card in Miami.
Remy.
Yeah.
You talked about it?
Yeah.
It's funny.
You talked about it? Oh, you ain't see the Rosenberg live?
Nah.
Oh, all right.
Shout out to Froze.
Shout out Frozen Bros.
It seemed like a good card though.
I like it.
Did you want to see him battle Charlie Clips right now?
I think that
Is that up the ladder or down the ladder?
it's on the trajectory what he been doing. Easy been trying to get all the names out the way.
Yeah.
So it's like Clips is as big a name as any of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially profile wise. Like the only thing bigger than him is what, Cass or Hitman. You know what I mean?
Right. As far as his whole catalog,
Yeah.
what he's done, yeah.
Like the automatic eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Some
talking.
eyes that don't always come over here.
Mm-hmm. That's a good joint.
And with a YouTube drop,
Yeah.
which is something he's been fighting for, so to have a big name.
He's
That's a
only been on
win-win.
Chrome 23 and he's only been on Chrome 23 literally, but besides the LA thing he did.
Yeah, but I think that I think it should be a goodie. I mean, we all know every battle with Clips name on it is if Clips.
Yeah.
It's if Clips.
If you feel like it.
What kind of clips we gonna get?
Yeah.
Is Clips gonna? That's always the thing, but we don't get that out of Easy. We know Easy come prepared. You like it or not, he's always gonna have his rounds.
See, it's like almost like, you know what I've been finding in battle rap? I've been finding that if your name is solidified to a certain level, even a bad loss doesn't do you bad.
No, it depends. It really depends. There's some things that's hard to fight back from, but it's doable.
Well,
And a lot of people don't have to fight back. A lot of people just keep it moving. But some things get rough in battle rap. It's like, no, you going to address that in your next battle.
but it don't really do bad for the career. Like, for
You
instance,
still gonna get the same check.
right now, Prezi just beat Miss Hustle in Philly on Battle Academy.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody talking about that shit no more. They talking about her being Wody.
Yeah, well, that's just bad timing.
Yeah.
That's
And then
bad.
besides that, it's like,
And every story only lasts 3 days.
people trying to take the battle from him, trying to say, oh, his support made her choke and all types of weird shit.
Well, that's not a thing. Like you don't get to that level and then say, oh, it was too many people cheering for him. That ain't how.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
That's not how that works.
shout out to Prezi, man.
But can you read the card, K, from the bottom up? Because we just jumped right to the Easy Clips joint. For the people that didn't see the
Right.
card, what's on here?
Sure. So there is Don Marino versus Rudda.
Yo, shout out to Don Marino. I talked to Drake and he's supposed to have sat out on the card. The one I just got stood up on, he was supposed to battle Osolo, and they said Don Marino was in the hospital or some shit like that.
Oh man.
So, man to man type of shit. Shout out to him, and hopefully he make a speedy recovery type shit.
Absolutely, man. I hate to hear that type shit.
Then we have Jay Moore versus King.
Jay Moore is that light skinned dude off
From
the trenches,
Virginia,
right?
yeah. The one that apologized to Ace on me.
Oh wow.
You saw that? Ace said he went to the wing in the diner like, yeah, I just wanted to say, you know what I mean? Ace ain't say shit.
That's deep.
He
That's deep.
said, all right, now we gonna go get it. I'm gonna go buy him a drink now.
Right.
We gonna take a shot. Ace don't drink. That shit funny. But yeah, Jay Moore and
And
King.
King.
I don't know who King is, so
Kang.
K-I-N-G?
Yeah.
don't know what it is.
K1NG.
K1NG. Solid. On game. Whatever.
Stackboy Chuck versus Z the Dropout.
Well, I always get entertained from Z the Dropout. Don't know who Stackboy Chuck is.
Don't even. Z the Dropout is the Jesus looking guy.
Yeah, that's Jesus. Well, shit. But you said it better than me, the Jesus looking guy.
Yo, for Bull to
But
be,
it's weird to say Jesus looking because I don't believe it. Anyway.
I just want to say some Geo shit for once. For the Bull, right, to be from Philly, like the Bull, it's not a lot of, like, where's the Philly presence on this show?
I don't know. I think
Good question.
did Kane just go to the trenches? I don't know. We'll find out.
Ab versus Rosenberg Raw.
That's a goodie.
Oh, there we go.
That's a goodie.
There goes some PA love.
That's a goodie. The return of Froze since Shayna Ashley. Froze sat down after Shayna Ashley.
Yeah, they said Shayna whipped his ass.
Yeah, Clips. Then Shayna.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
First battle back
Froze
in a
is-
while.
He's having fun with the fucking
and I
streaming.
fuck with Ad. I fuck with Ad.
Ab gonna have a lot of streaming bars for him
Mm-hmm.
because he's hadn't been doing too much but streaming.
Yeah, nigga sat you down, made you a powder. All
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah,
You
heavy.
know it's coming.
Yeah.
You know it's coming.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about that one. I think that's gonna be a good one because I know that both of them niggas know they can't play with the other one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like in real time. Like
Yep.
all arrogance aside, if I slip up, this nigga can
He's
kill.
gonna kill me.
Yep.
And then Kitchen Clean versus Dot.
I like that.
Clean and
Versus
I like that.
I like that
Two
joint.
unorthodox niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that.
All personality.
Yeah.
That's all personality. You gonna get it and you gonna
I
laugh.
be watching I be watching Dot sometimes, and he'll say some real Aki unorthodox off kilter shit, and be looking at the crowd like, yo, I ain't going. That was crazy.
But the way that he got the reach guy shit is because he'll really say some shit that don't mean nothing, and he'll sell the fuck out of that shit.
Right.
His veins will be popping out his neck. He be looking at you like he ready to steal you. And he said something about a rose garden and a creme brulee, and nobody figured it out yet.
Yo.
And he be looking at you like, nigga, And you be like, yo, that must be the illest shit since MC Ren. Like, it must have just went down. Yo, he funny as shit, man. And then now that he been with his chick and she get busy,
Yeah.
he been a little cleaner,
Yeah.
but she be gassing him like a real ghetto chick do. Like,
Yep.
like that shit is just pure entertainment. I love it.
That's
It's
dope.
funny as
That's
shit.
dope as hell because because you got a battle rap girlfriend, every battle you gotta have a nigga dissing your girl. Like a nigga's gonna be.
You
dissing
know it's
your girl.
coming. It's Tay Rock and Caution.
Yeah, like
It's Tay Rock and Caution.
I commend them niggas.
Except in his situation, Chirac is his girl, right?
Yeah.
She's actually considered better than him.
Oh fuck.
You just dropped the soundboard. We still got sound? All right, we got
I
sound.
can hear you.
I'm
All
so
right.
sorry.
Yeah, stop moving shit.
I'm
But
sorry. Move my legs. I'm so sorry.
that's the only reverse about it. So it's like him getting cleaner,
Mm-hmm.
so to speak, since he's been with her,
Mm-hmm.
makes it to where somebody's gonna say, "Y'all flip the switch. This bitch writing for you now." I think that's gonna be a thing. Somebody gonna say it.
I would
Cause
never.
niggas, when you try to figure out what to say about a nigga that nobody ever said before,
Mhm.
that's a layup.
Yeah.
You can get 15 out of that.
Facts.
And Brody is 16th.
We good?
That's
Okay.
hilarious.
I'm sorry. I won't move no more.
No, we just gonna send you the invoice. We don't even argue no more, bro. We send out invoices and then we send the other one to the insurance, so we double up.
No problem, bro.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. Double up, man. You will at least pay the deductible.
You my brother, so it's cool.
And you got it. You got it. I see your neck, player. No, but all right. So we had Dot and
Funny as
And
shit.
kitchen
Sammy.
clean.
Clean.
That's it.
And they saying Clean coming, and then it's Chips, Clips, and Easy to Block.
Yeah.
Did you see the promo for Remy card, for the Chrome card?
Yeah. Why?
Can you
Why is
explain it to me?
Why is every John she's just the baddest? Why she have to be like a supermodel in every like promo? No.
So do that mean that the whole battle rap promo is just supposed
It's just
to be
everybody
a
that wanna
real?
bomb Remy.
It's just supposed to be a reel of you on your Baywatch shit?
Yeah, like every John.
And is the rainbow bathing suit significant?
To what? Is she saying something?
I'm just asking.
I wouldn't know, bro.
I'm just asking. It zoom in on the rainbow bathing suit early.
Mm.
And then everything else is zoomed out and her in the water, her on the beach. You peep it? You ain't peep it?
I ain't really.
I only watched it once. I swear I only watched it once.
Yeah,
But
you dissected the frog on the
I
condo.
mean, I was looking for every little thing. I'm like, I wanted to see if I seen a shadow or some shit or some buck teeth and a fitted hat. I was looking for everything, man. Do it. I did something. Oh, all right.
No.
You said what you said.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I did.
You
God
funny
damn it.
as shit.
No, I ain't know what to expect, so I was on it. I was like, okay, GTA. Hold on.
That's crazy.
Like, are we running into the problem with a lot of women that run businesses that think that the whole business has to be of how cute they are?
No, but at the same time, right? Look at it like this. Marketing. Every person, not every person, but most shit that you see broadcasted when it comes to shit that's like man laned, like
Yeah, this is a 85% male dominated audience,
so why not
if not 88.
have a bunch of niggas looking at me and just seeing what I'm selling, and I'm really selling the battle. It might look like I'm selling something else, but I'm selling the battle. We watch the weather. It's a cute weather doing. You know what I'm saying?
Not in Philly, but mostly.
I mean, yeah, a lot of times.
We got
Go in
old
a
ladies
sneaker
and stuff.
store, go and buy something. Is you know what I mean? A chick following you around trying to get you to buy. Like, I went to the dealership before I bought a car before, and there was a chick in there, and I was just like, "Yo, you killing me," like that. And she was like, "You gotta do it." She was like, "To make people buy cars."
Yeah,
She was like,
absolutely.
"You gotta have some bad chicks around."
Yeah, it's a thing. And
So, I mean,
imagine
I
a man
think-
telling a bitch you ain't got it. A bad bitch, you gonna
Mhm.
keep saying I ain't got it. She gonna give you another deal. You going I ain't got it.
Right.
Niggas can't do that.
Yeah. So I get it, but it's just starting to get a little weird too. Like, it's like, what's your
Strange.
whole thing? Like,
The
what
same
you really
way,
on, big sis? Like,
the same way they said he put his face on all his cars even if he not on them.
uh,
It's like that's what that side do.
yeah.
I don't know. You ain't see what's going on with him and ARP?
I heard about that. And another thing too, Remy did do 7 years. So I mean, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
It looks better than when she went in. To this day. God damn it. Shout out to them doctors. God.
Yo. Oh, you think she did surgery and
She
shit?
did something.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna say she did all. I think she worked for a lot of it, but she got something.
So what's ARP problem with Easy?
ARP just like poking right now, so to speak, right?
Didn't he just say he was gonna retire? Is that
But what he said was, now that he's retired as a league owner, he gets to speak the way he been wanting to speak about shit. So we're actually gonna hear from him more now. He's putting out shit every day. Every day.
So you're gonna go from a league owner to Charleston White?
You go from a league owner to trying to be Sue Surf outside of the ring? You know how Surf always stirred the pot and always had all the receipts and shit?
Yeah.
I think he's doing his like calm Sue Surf impression.
Well, what is when you gonna benefit from not doing battles? Like he's the only contester of URL.
He still owns RBE.
Oh, but he's not gonna be involved.
Yeah, he's gonna let Wing and what's the name handle all this shit.
Oh, okay.
He's still gonna do little shit that don't require crowds and pay-per-views.
Well, listen, there's a lot of niggas getting on RBE. I don't know if that bars you from URL or what.
But part of what he was saying about Easy is that the algorithm ain't what he think he is. Like there's reasons for why the algorithm be algorithm, and then lately it ain't been algorithm and like you think it is.
Yeah.
And he wants to know why Easy named his card what he named it too. What was it? Unforgivable. Right. You know, Easy been having subliminals in all the titles of these events.
They both have. Remy
So
too.
is Remy. Yeah. What's the name of Remy event?
Let me check.
But he want Easy to explain that to him, and he wants to talk shit to Easy about how, one, the algorithm ain't what he think it is, and two, you keep throwing shots at the bricks because they keep talking about Trenches versus RBE.
Miami Nights,
which would be basically Trenches versus the bricks.
Yeah.
And Easy keep trying to downplay the bricks, and he keep trying to say Caution can't be on the card because she talk shit to him. Caution 757.
Yeah, he's weird, man.
So that's what they've been going back and forth about. Easy said he gonna talk
like he from. I don't even want to talk about dude, man. This world's so weird, man. I just want to be a good battle rapper and get some money. Like, I mean,
I ain't mad at you.
Like, I don't, you know what I mean?
That's your sport. But Kay, what you think about it?
Yeah. Shout out to Muwap too. I seen him at the Gates event.
Salute to Muwap, man.
Muwap said he all trenches, nothing else.
I heard that.
I don't really have much of an opinion on it. I think that they're both pot stirrers, and it's just content.
They're both podsters?
Pot stirrers.
Oh, pot stirrers.
I get it.
Okay, all
And
right.
it's just
They
content.
both trolling.
She made that one word, right?
Mhm.
That was crazy. You are a genius. All right, cool. Then we can get off it.
She didn't make it one word. It was 2 words. She just said it behind each other.
My bad.
It's all good. We figured
I
it
caught
out.
it.
I just want.
Okay.
The thing is, even if I would have figured it out, I would make sure they heard it too.
Yeah.
Because you meant it. You ain't say it by accident.
Well, we might as well stay on Philly, right?
Go where you want.
Where?
There's a couple Philly topics up there.
Philly is not right there.
Let's talk about Ines on academic.
Oh, this is actually the battle rappers topic.
Yeah.
And since he sent it to me right before, I didn't get a chance to catch the interview.
Oh, I've been seeing it.
Yeah, I really don't like.
Shout out to Ines, man.
I
I'm
don't
a big
like
fan of
hearing
Ines.
academics talk, so it's hard no matter who he's talking
I
to.
get it.
His opinion burns me out.
My
bro.
girl used to hate when I listened to academics when he would really start popping.
I hate
When I
hearing
used to listen to
weirdos.
watch every video that he did.
I hate
That's the
hearing
shit was so
weirdos
primitive.
explain cool shit for cool people.
And then he do it and he throw these cheesy ass little jokes in there too. That's why niggas be wanting to fuck him up. But he's entertaining at the same time.
And he's also the same nigga and going through the same shit that everybody told him he would. And that's what's crazy. We see his bitch running anywhere. Anyway, back to Ness.
Yo.
So summarize some of the highlights of what was said.
For me, I think he just gave him a full on interview. I don't really think he was
He wasn't Meek
trying
fashion?
to tie. Yeah, he wasn't trying to tie it into Meek or nothing. Or did he did ask him questions about Diddy, but it wasn't like it wasn't with the same intent that the Dean, the Quilly, or the Pound Side Pop joint had. You know what I'm saying?
And you watched all of those.
Yeah. I don't know if I watched them all the way through, but I watched a good amount of them. They were so extensive that it was like hard to remember everything that was talked about. Like you might have to watch it more than once type shit. But Ness John, I think it was real cool. You know what I mean? He broke down a lot of shit about himself that everybody wouldn't know. Um he was just like talking about the real truth of shit, how shit started, basically how he was the first wave of the reality shit and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like how a lot of people thought that Ness actually walked all the way to the spot for the cheesecake. He broke down how like it's a show. Like they got breaks, they go get food. Like it's a production. It's all perception at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So
And it was only done because Puff ain't had nothing scheduled.
and then besides that, he said how it was like a some type of military tactic, basically. You know what I'm saying? So people,
It's boot camp shit.
yeah, people say, oh, you work for cheesecake, but then you'll find out somebody killed somebody for $400 or some that shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it'd be like weird. But
Yeah, he right.
Ness had a good interview on that joint, man. He was shining. You know what I'm saying? And it's like dope as shit to see somebody that already had a run. Niggas try to say he got washed up, and then he revamped himself, and is still to be 40 something years old and be on academics right now is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't think about
Oh, no bullshit though. You know what I'm saying? And then crazy thing that fucked me up was I'm right now getting a bottle or getting some coffee in the morning, and my Instagram feed, I mean my YouTube feed come up. I see Ness on academics. I'm like, oh shit, sit right down. I gotta see this. You know what I'm saying? Like I just seen a nigga at the gates, regular as shit.
Right. I just seen him Saturday.
Yeah,
Mr. Sammie.
Yeah, but I mean, you could
My God.
like the boy. He really like do everything he's supposed to do at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
you
shout
can't
out to
take
Ness.
nothing from him, man. And the thing is, we talking about him taking that walk. Whatever he did it for hip hop.
Right.
Like that nigga done went
Show
above
his
and
love.
beyond and really paid his dues
Yeah.
for this fucking game. And he supports every fucking body that he fuck with.
He's definitely gonna go out as the most dedicated, most consistent over a long period of time.
I had a nigga that I went to college with that I ain't seen in probably 20 years from down south screenshot me standing behind Ness at the gates joint.
Yeah, you told me.
And he said he posted it and all that. And it's like, I ain't even know he cared about Ness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like his reach is crazy. And then that was just a moment for me and my homie to engage with each other. Yo, how you been?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because he is somebody that when we was in college always gave me good energy. And, you get separated and you just keep peeking in on each other on these joints. You don't always engage. So
No. Sometimes you look up and some crazy shit done happen.
and that's the thing. He done been through a major surgery and all of that. And bounce, he almost went ahead. So,
that's great.
So the same still around and caring about I'm standing behind Ness was like, bro, man, I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to my homie Dave. We went to high school together, Bertram Human Services. He popped out at the last battle.
Dope.
Unfortunately, he didn't get to see me cook because the nigga ain't come. I mean, and he got a baby on the way, so he had to dip out early.
Shout out Illidale, man, my guy. My God, Illidale, you gotta slide too. I only got you on the backstage footage, I think, one time. You gotta come down and have a seat and drink with your brother, man. Even if you want Gatorade, we got those too.
Yo, can I ask you something real quick?
I'm listening.
Randomly. Shout out to.
Well, no, fuck you. It's like, no.
Shout out to my fellow artist. I did a song with Agua. She sent me some cups to promote for the Tide Water shit she got. Is it okay if I had brought them to a segment before or?
No, you can do that. You can do
okay.
that. I'm not against that.
No, I ain't want
your
to
folks.
Yeah.
And you ain't on no bullshit. If you get a check though, I need a percentage.
I mean that's cool.
You see what's been going on with Meek and Wale?
Yeah, that's weird as shit. I seen that earlier. I ain't even want to divulge. Like, I'm like, bro, just be on everything goofy you can possibly think of.
And then be positive and then be goofy.
Yeah,
and
like
then go all the way Contra and then come back and say I'm
don't
talking
even
to
call
the
that
governor.
complex, bro.
I said Contra.
Yeah, I know Contra. I know
So
what Contra is.
I follow Meek on Instagram, and like last week he started one of those broadcast channels. So
Oh,
I
you got invited.
automatically got into
You
it.
got invited.
I feel like I understand his thought process so much more now. He's one of those people that sends voice messages instead of typing every time.
Of course. You see when he types what happens? He ain't never seen a comment he liked in his life. Niggas really gotta learn how to use comments.
Bro, the nigga don't talk right on camera a lot of times.
That's true.
He said, I don't want to try playing, but like, bro, okay, you ever see the video, the interview he had with Speedy? The
No.
last interview he had with Speedy?
No.
He said a word backwards. I forget what word it was.
Like he was in a booth?
It was like a no, it was like a 3-syllable word. And then Speedy had to, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Dissect that
Correcting. Yeah, like, but it just be like over time, like, come on. I'll be a fool. Like, y'all will be crazy if y'all think I'm not a Meek fan. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be like over the years, I'll be watching interviews and shit, really like trying to find, you know, some type of middle ground with the bull where I can relate to him. And it'd be like, I do, but it's like he's always been somewhat of like shown ignorance in the public eye.
He showed a lot
It's
of
like
corny
if I
shit.
can see it, I know other people can see that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And you can only imagine what he's done when he was out and about and feeling himself.
Yeah, like
Whether rolling deep or rolling with something
some shit
heavy
that
on
nobody's seen. Yeah.
And these niggas know that we don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, or being fucked up because we know he had a position when he was playing too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know what they seen and what they might have said. He might have people that he think don't like him that might have been like, yo, I fuck with him, but I can't be around that kind of energy and that kind of timing right now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
if you just go into the Wale shit, I don't understand how you just going. All right, you got an issue with Dean. Wale know Dean from when he was around you, so why would he just be like, oh, I ain't speaking to you or whatever the case may be because you got something going on with Meek right now?
he act like the walls is closing in.
Well, not only that, but like Wale did a whole party for WrestleMania in Philly this weekend, right?
And Dean came and supported. It looked like.
Right.
Did Meek have something to do with
He did
WrestleMania
Wale.
coming to
He
Philly?
did Wale Mania. Yeah, Meek did. Meek actually did a record for WrestleMania.
Oh, so that's why they brought it to Philly.
Ain't why they brought it to Philly. It's part of bringing it to Philly.
Oh.
And shout out to them Meek. They had a whole section full of young boys from the city, free tickets for young boys from the city that got to see the game.
Oh, that's what's up.
And that was fly. They was big pictures and all of that. That was nice, man.
Yeah.
I mean, not the game, WrestleMania. My bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He do good guy stuff. Like he do thorough shit, but then he jump in his weirdo bag when somebody like do something nutty on the internet, and it's like if you really gonna handle it like that, how you saying you gonna handle it? Just don't say nothing.
When do you carry yourself like a boss?
Right. Like he's just saying.
And how can we trust the
much.
people that's still around you if you keep acting this sporadically and they still around you? Why are they there? Because if they about anything, then they seen it. Like this shit, it's times where I'm like, yo, is he back on pills again? Because you overreacting and shit in the middle of the night sporadic. We don't even be having no heads up, yo. These motherfuckers be having to dig to see what he reacting to.
Yeah.
It ain't even made the shade room yet.
Should be weird, bro.
It's crazy. It's like somebody
And then
DM
it
him
just be
something,
like-
he gonna say something.
It just be like, boy, the one from Philly. You the one that really got the ball. I mean, most of the time, since overtime. And it's like, damn, do we gotta get looked at like we gonna be this type of nigga if we crack the doors and get
The one thing about Meek's antics, it don't really translate that way. Because anybody that has a relationship with anybody from Philly or that's been to Philly, they just see Meek as one of them niggas, and they see him. The part that they identify from him that they relate to us is that he wild, and unpredictable.
Yeah,
that's a thing. That's a Philly thing. Everybody don't speak as much as Meek.
Yeah,
but we a little ridiculous.
Yeah, that's true.
We a little ridiculous. Absolutely.
We're gonna be like, I ain't never heard Dirk ever say nothing about doing anything to a op on Twitter or nothing like that.
No, ain't no records.
You telling niggas you gonna get them bent or they gonna go to jail.
I should have stretched you.
Then Then next thing you know, the mayor, you talk to the mayor and you told the mayor
This nigga got all your folks killed.
This shit is
But
like
you on the phone with the mayor because he called you. The mayor called you to tell you to calm down.
he said the mayor,
The mayor hit
checked
your
me, yo.
phone like,
He
yo.
said the mayor checked
The
me.
mayor said, yo, you doing too much, homeboy. You be on stage next to me, nigga. You about to fuck it up for everybody.
Yo,
We don't want to tell him about the Robert Kraft deal, nigga. Chill.
Listen, maybe on some real shit.
Meek gonna get himself
No,
investigated.
maybe Meek is bipolar. Maybe he might be a little schizophrenic. Who knows?
So maybe he was self-medicating at one point.
He could be. I don't know.
Are you bipolar?
No, not at all.
All right.
Like, I can be in a bad mood about something and be like sad or angry or whatever, but I'll take my time just to be in it if I can't get out of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's Bill. That's
Yeah.
Bill.
Yeah. Yo, bro, what's up with you?
Chilling regular shit. Trying to get ready for this battle this weekend. Yo, I got the nigga on Saturday. He just touched back down and shit. He run with the boys, your boy Peanut and shit.
I know who he is. He battled Jersey.
Yeah, okay, yeah. He just touched down and shit. He trying to get back in the mix and shit. I said your name and shit. He said he was with it if he was with it.
What's the date?
The 26th.
Shit. Let's get it, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I got one on the 27th too. I'm back on K Shark TV on the 27th. So fuck it. Yeah, let's go. I got shit. I'm on. Yo, you on live stream with SippinWitSammie right now too, man. I just want you to know.
Hey, salute, man.
Yo, Bill.
What's the word with y'all?
Yeah. All good, man. Appreciate you tapping in with my boy and keeping him right, bro. That's dope.
Man, that's my guy, man. I got him. I told him I got him. I meant it.
Big love, my nigga. You already know. Listen, we gonna wrap up this joint, but just text me everything, and I got you.
That's a bet.
All right, bro. One.
That's crazy. We was just talking about that play. And that's what's funny when you said, what's the date? I'm like, his date.
Mhm.
I knew it was the 26th. I'm like, you just said he got a joint and you was seeing something.
Yeah, I was just hoping it wasn't. I was just confirming basically.
No, I know. First of all, you supposed to confirm
Right.
anyway. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
don't want to assume and then you be, Bill, I'm here. And he be
Right.
like, nigga, your joint next month. Like,
Mhm.
no, we ain't doing that. But,
Yeah, the Meek and Wale shit is just ridiculous.
you got another place set up, man. And Bill said he Team C Cash, so let's make some noise for that.
Yeah, man. You already know, man. He never not working, man. Big gas and all that. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
fire. That's fire. And I can attest, I've been in a few battles with you that Bill was at. He always show you love.
Mm-hmm.
We can't get in the door. Bill be right behind the security nigga. Like,
Right.
what's up, homie?
Bill was around for like 2 or 3 good haymakers I had all type in battles and all that. He seen me work. He know my ethics and all that, so I appreciate that shit. And he know like this shit just deeper than battle rap. Like I really got talent. Like we did the music together and all that shit. So
And he definitely been shouting out the song every time you get a chance.
niggas really fucking with that song too. Shout
It's
out
a
to that
record.
joint. Stalking. It's out right now. Versus C Cash Bill Collector versus nobody. It's a record, man. I'm tripping.
Yeah, you got really back in your battle bag.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But the Wale Meek shit, cause we ain't even really get to it though. We ain't say nothing about it for real.
It's
so-
it can only be based on him taking a picture with Dean. And
Yeah.
putting the middle finger up. He did put the middle finger up.
But
That was
how
kinda
about
weird.
how about his response to it when the nigga was like, "Man, when I met you, you got your ass whooped at your own birthday party, and your tooth knocked out."
Wale said that?
That's what Meek said about Wale.
Wale. Wow.
He said, "The night I met you, you got your ass whooped
Wale
at your
don't act
birthday
like
party,
he a
you got
tough
your
guy,
tooth
though.
knocked out." And,
Wale don't act like a tough guy. I
And
don't
then
even
he-
see him responding to that. He gonna respond, you think?
his response, he did respond. He said, I'll read it verbatim. But he said this shit about how, for somebody to make such a big deal out of something that they basically made up in their head. Let me see. Hold up. Where is that, man? Because it was early this morning, so.
Damn, man. I got 4 battles this month, bro. In a show. I gotta go fucking right, bro.
You gotta cut out. You gotta stay on your shit.
And I got a baby in the house, nigga.
All right, so this what Meek said. When I met Wale, he got beat up on his at his B-Day party in DC, got his teeth knocked out. I jumped in because a celebrity like him invited me. I was violating probation in DC, risked my life to find out he never liked me will make you angry. That's just me though. This is before phones came out. I went with young Chris. Only me, Coon, and Matt jumped in. I stayed quiet, but as soon as he got around me, my aura made his demon shake. I tried to be cool with this lame for Ross business. I would have been treated him. Right? That's what he's saying.
This my thing, right?
So where's the Wale response at?
This my thing though, right?
Mm-hmm.
If that's what happened, why are you snitching on y'all? Like, so, like, why you talking about a fight and all this shit?
And is that a shot at Chris to say, well, we was the only ones that jump in after saying you
all
pulled
this
up with
name
Chris?
dropping
It's
shit.
a lot,
What
yo.
are you doing?
So
why do the world need to know that? And you got fucking 10 million followers and fucking mayors and shit following you and shit
calling
like
your
that.
phone.
Why the fuck did you be giving them privy to this information, bro? This is weird.
He said, Wale has said this morning, when you and other people unserious drama in this industry, 90% of the time, they be back friends eventually, and then you look silly. In the end, and then you look silly. He put all these dots that don't belong.
Yes,
Yeah.
he
And
did.
then you look silly in the end. So I
Hated that.
love minding my business. If a photo could create such vitriol, one has to ask himself some questions. Happy Monday. Which is actually a perfect response.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? And he kept it clean and classy.
Mm-hmm.
And then the only other thing I saw him say was JT went at his neck and was like, Wale always in the middle of some shit. I hate his little ugly ass. And he was like, yo, why shorty just call me ugly?
Wait, JT like
JT
City
said
Girls
that? That's
or
not even real though. You know he's a
And her and Miss Miami
was gonna
going back
say,
and forth
yeah.
right now too, but I try to stay out of
She
women's
probably
business.
liked the nigga. That's probably why she said that.
her and Glorilla
Wale-
are going back and forth.
Wale don't stay
Yeah,
in
Glow confirmed it and then she went off.
Wale don't
Look,
stay in
why that girl called me ugly? Oh, it wasn't JT. It's Asian the Brat. Glad I looked it up.
Okay.
Asian
That was
the
a
Brat.
reach.
Wale is the worst celebrity ever. His attitude so stank and he always mugging his ugly ass.
Oh, she probably like him.
Like, he like...
You went out your way to say that, love, and nobody was talking to you. Like, that was out of turn.
that,
Like,
nigga,
where did we call for Asian the Bread? Like,
that nigga said, why that girl call me
It's like an
ugly?
Iggy Azalea comment. Like, nobody asked for you. Or Azalea
yeah,
Banks,
like,
too.
what are you talking about?
Why that girl call me ugly is
Like,
hilarious.
You
though.
ain't even raised your hand. Like, nobody asked you to speak. Like,
You take yourself in.
yo,
This
she's
dove
wild
into
like
the
that,
ring.
though. And the crazy part is I like her music and I like her look. I like, you know, how, you know, her melanin and all of that, right? But she, like, when Vaughn died, she said she talked to the nigga in the afterlife.
Yeah,
and
she did say
all
that.
this wild
That's
shit.
her.
Then when Tory went to jail, she said, ain't no, they want to hear Tory's side story. Ain't no other side to the story. Bitch, what you mean?
Mm.
It ain't no other side to the story.
See, you hooking me up because I'm trying to remember what I know her from. So, okay. Because they all got
She got
similar
that
names.
record. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. About none of that shit. She
Her
rap
name,
like she from Chicago.
her name
She
like,
used to be with Vine. That was Vine's girl for a minute.
is a mixture of a lot of chicks' names. All right, so that
Yeah, I
was
know
my
it.
bitch.
Asian doll, yeah.
Yeah, something brat, and it's always another brat. And
Yo, speaking of dolls and
my
girls,
favorite girl name is Light Skin Keisha.
what you mean, the name or the artist?
The name. I just love that she named a rap name Light Skin Keisha.
Oh, that's
Every hood
fire.
got a Light
Yeah,
Skin
yeah,
Keisha.
yeah.
And she bad,
I
but
like
it's like,
Cash Doll name too, though.
when I first heard Light Skin Keisha, I didn't know what she looked like. I just was like, yo, that's brilliant. Like,
Mhm.
it's so simple. Why ain't nobody ever do it? It's
Yeah.
always a Light Skin Keisha.
Yeah, exactly.
We done renamed all the Keisha rappers.
That's
Some other
like-
shit.
That's like, I don't know. Oh, that's like Man.
yeah,
That'd be fire. If you
Yeah.
a nigga named
it is a man. I got
It
one.
is?
Yeah, he been on the platform and on some real shit. One of my very first episodes was with Man, and his numbers went through the roof for that time.
Where you from?
Man from Philly.
Where?
I don't forget what neighborhood, bro.
Oh, wow.
Little light skinned nigga, cool nigga. Cool.
No, I know a man from 60th Street.
There's a man everywhere. There's a smoke
Yeah.
everywhere. There's a black everywhere.
There's
Like,
a lot of cashes out here too.
there's a lot of cashes. That's why you see cash.
That's why my artist name is C Cash. But if you know me from the streets, you gonna say Cash. That's it.
Don't nobody know you from the streets.
Oh man, stop the bullshit.
I'm just saying, man. We live streaming. Next topic. J. Cole apologizes.
Yeah, what's going on in the hip hop world? I think people saying that it's like a algorithm scheme.
An algorithm scheme?
Yeah.
Didn't he said it at a concert though? So like, there's no. I mean, obviously.
Everybody else benefits
everybody-
from that algorithm play but him.
Yeah.
If you do it at a concert. It wasn't a self-stream. It wasn't a pay-per-view. It wasn't something that people got to go out and look for. Your fans sent 100 videos to everybody of you saying this shit. And I heard, like, a lot of people are under the impression because cameras only pick up what they pick up. People think that the arena was co-signing that shit. They said a large percentage of the arena was not feeling him. They didn't like that shit. As much as you heard people cheering when he asked about Kendrick, they said it was just as many motherfuckers like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah.
But go ahead, Kay.
No, I thought it was interesting that he did it in that setting instead of like a post on Instagram the way that most people would expect this.
No,
type
he
of-
did it like Cole do shit. That's how J. Cole does shit.
Yeah.
J. Cole is very big on his fans and his audience. He did the Dollar in the Dream tour when he ain't have to.
But that's what also makes me think that like this was a genuine, like, he just doesn't like beefing.
So can you co-sign?
Why would you diss somebody then?
Hold on.
Can I co-sign what exactly? What am I co-signing exactly?
An hour after I saw Cash yesterday, I had the conversation with my guest about what was going on. It came up in conversation. And I said, I think that it's possible that we putting more on this than they might want to. Like, we putting expectations of, well, Jay-Z would have did this and Tupac did this, and these niggas is J. Cole and Kendrick.
Right.
Like, they not them. You know what I'm saying? And I was saying, like, it's quite possible that, like, they don't even want to do this shit like how we want them to do it.
Yeah.
And I woke up this morning to this nigga apologized at a concert. And I'm like, I knew he ain't want to do it.
Yeah.
Because everybody was talking about the energy.
Right.
Like, they like the way Kendrick said his was more aggressive. Well, Kendrick is great with delivery. He's always going to deliver the bar right. They was like, well, Cole joint sound like he wasn't really trying to hit that hard. He wasn't. He said it in his little speech. Like, I tried to keep it friendly. Like, he really said it. But you know what he didn't like? He didn't like being in them blogs. He didn't like Joe Budden conversations.
Yeah.
He didn't like all of that type of shit.
Mhm.
Like, and then being like, yo, I've avoided this type of energy
My whole career.
my whole career. People been talking about me, but I've never put it in a position where I felt like I brought this on myself. And I might have ostracized somebody that I fuck with. I think that's what people was missing. Like, that's Jermaine.
Yeah.
Like, he ain't Cash. Cash gonna burn it out and then say, get it in blood and all of that. At least once before it's over.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's not Jermaine.
Yeah, that's nice.
This the nigga that said, I know you lying about selling dope because my mom was on the shit and you ain't one of them. You know what I'm saying? You want to show me a key? You want me to show you a crack addict? He that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, when you think about it, personality took over, but I don't like the sleepless night insinuation.
Yeah, that was a little dramatic to me.
And I didn't like I'm gonna stick my chin out and just go ahead and take your shot. And it's
Nothing was really.
in the era of the no Diddy. Don't stick your fucking chin out in front of 30,000 people, bro. Fuck is wrong with you?
But not only that,
Whatever happens, happens.
no
What?
no hard shots were really taken. Like, nothing. It wasn't like the Pusha T Drake battle where
And-
like real facts came out that were, you know, otherwise hidden.
Personal.
Yeah.
No, the most of the shit was at Drake. Cole got a little side shot like he was robbing in the sidecar. Like, you gonna get it straight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We shooting
Yeah.
at the bike.
But even still, it wasn't. It was all rap.
But fuck the big three, nigga. It's just big meat, nigga. It's not that detrimental. It just was said so fucking perfectly. it go back to what we said at the beginning. The way he delivered it, you would have thought that. In effect, I think we overlooking something too. Kendrick also spoke about being paranoid,
Yeah.
and you gotta choose a side type shit. And Cole responding, I don't think he intended his response to necessarily put him on his side. I think he might have thought that his response could have just been taken as lyrical jousting.
Yeah.
In the middle.
Yeah. That makes sense.
You think that's possible?
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Because if I went light and then I'm yeah.
I would argue that Kendrick was lyrically jousting too. Like, there was nothing that was
like
really.
Kendrick is a different energy. Like, I think people keep forgetting, like, as much as Kendrick don't want to say it, Kendrick got a flag. Kendrick come from a neighborhood.
Yeah.
Politics is a thing. Saying your name and standing up when somebody say your name, turning down fades is a thing that doesn't translate the same in Fayetteville.
Yeah.
And not to say that they sweet, but as much as I like the Might Delete Later project, because I rode to it on my way to and from Tammy joint, ironically, just to see what was going on, because I fuck with Cole.
Yeah.
As much as I liked it, he kept over and over talking about how gangster motherfuckers where he from is and how he'll shoot you and I booked your bitch without a shape up, and he's like playing games that he don't usually play. It's like, are you turning Drake on us? What we doing, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was a lot of that with Cole energy, but like Drake content.
Yeah, I get it.
And it was kind of strange to me because it's like, do you feel like you're back against the wall, bro? And then I hear that a lot of this stuff was recorded a while ago, like that Daylight Absol joint.
Right.
They said it was old, and there's a verse on there where he's referring to shit, but they saying that shit was old. Even what's the name said, who was it? ARP said Daylight sent him a picture of him and Cole in the studio months ago.
That makes me think
assumingly for that record.
That this was more real for J. Cole than anybody else. Like, he really feels this way.
Which way?
As in, like, he really feels like it's him versus Kendrick versus Drake, and he needs to, like, prove somehow that he's not beneath them.
I mean, the way he backed out of this put a hell of a... He stained his jacket like the fucking reference tracks did Drake this time, yo.
Sure.
Honestly, like, I don't think, like, you know, it's in real time. It just happened.
Right.
But when it comes down to where people were holding him in history, this is a hell of a stain.
Yeah.
This fucks that up. And it's because of the same thing that I said, whether fair or not, people are going to compare you to every battle prior.
Right. Right.
And they're going to say, when it got hot, you wasn't built.
Right.
Now, you might be a better man than all of us.
Right.
But 98% of the people on the internet are not as pure a heart as fucking J. Cole.
Yeah.
Like, let's be for real. So he's not going to win that battle.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Right or not? When 20 years down the line, we might thank him for taking his approach.
Yeah.
But it'll already have it where, like, well, Kendrick and Drake was the niggas after that. It's going to be like that. Like, no, Cole kept doing his thing, but he going to turn into Rhapsody or something. Like, it's just going to be like, my bad, I'm saying too much. All right.
Yeah.
Get shadow banned.
I mean, you just gonna be like, yo, you dope, but mainstream is really over you because your core fans just gonna have to hold that L with you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bad, and he's talented as fuck. And mind you, one thing that I never wanna neglect, because we are in music. This nigga could get one of them joints and go on a B.O.B. run. Remember how B.O.B. caught one of them pop records?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Went on tour with Christina or somebody, whatever the fuck.
B.O.B. got crazy so much he just faded out. Like,
yeah,
but still probably up though.
Bag was there.
Yeah.
Bag was there. So it's like you can always work your way back, but when it comes to that gladiator part of this shit, you just bowed out.
Gotta show off. Like,
you just bowed out, yo.
Gotta show the love. That's what it's for. Like, you show the love.
All right.
Fight for it.
Let's get on to this Christian Combs situation, man.
Talk about it.
Diddy Jr. It's crazy because, ironically, this is the one kid that looks, talks, and acts just like his fucking pop.
Right.
Like this nigga is reincarnated Diddy. Like
Yeah.
Diddy got to pick what he wanted on his baby before you could do that.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's how he sing. He even got the dance moves. Like usually it's somebody look just like you, but his back a little stiff. He don't get the he don't pull the joint up. This nigga be fucking it up. Like so that's definitely Diddy Jr. But the irony in that is now he has SA charges.
No, it's not a charge. It's an allegation and a lawsuit.
Yeah, he's been accused of sexual assault
Mm-hmm.
by a staffer on a yacht that was rented by his father during the holidays in 2022 in December.
It's so crazy how once you got allegations or charges, they could make a tree branch that shit. But go ahead.
No, what's crazy about it is normal because when you're powerful,
Mm-hmm.
people feel like you're impenetrable until there's a chink in your armor, until somebody scrape you and you have to use your resources for all of this shit.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna throw my little piece in and I might could slide in and slide out with a little bit of justice of my own, however I see fit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? More likely than I would have before.
Mhm.
So that's kind of normal, but the young lady is alleging that she saw a lot of celebrities and a lot of sex workers and a lot of drug use. And she said, and there's audio of him trying to get her to take a shot that she was already assuming or had assumed, yeah, she was assuming that had drugs in it. And she didn't want to take it because she thought it was laced. And you could hear him on a recording saying, just take the shot. Like, and it's like, it's a recording.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily that. But then there's a situation where she says that's the last thing she remember until being in a room with him and him being aggressive and trying to force him to perform oral on her.
Mm-hmm.
And he wouldn't stop until another coworker of hers, another staff from the ship, entered the room. Probably heard the melee or whatever have you. And then he stopped.
Wow.
So she's claiming to have video proof. They have audio proof. There was a makeshift studio on the ship, which I think is how they got the audio. I'm not clear on that.
Oh.
Like they was supposed to just get they recorded. I don't know. But it's a lot. It's a lot, and it looks bad for the youngin to the point.
That's bad. That's worse than the shit Puff got.
It's to the point.
All Puff shit is allegations.
Motherfuckers like, this is why they raided the house?
Yeah, that's wow.
And it's looking bad. Also, the Lil Rod guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, all of this new shit they talking about, it has all of this
Do with Lil Rod.
illegal shit attached to it.
Mm-hmm. But did you hear what he said about they covered up a shooting?
Yeah. His other son.
Yeah, he said that was that Justin?
Mm-hmm.
Justin and Diddy was in a room with somebody named G.
Yep.
And he heard something. He went in there to see what was going on. G was leaking from his groin area, like his leg and thigh area. And then they told him to lie and say that the guy got shot outside of the residence.
That's deep.
So then that's another thing, was they blue light in that room when they was running through the, you know what I mean, through the crib. Like, we all seen that CSI shit.
That shit crazy.
Bleach don't do nothing but smell like bleach to the people that's investigating. They're like, oh, they just cleaned some shit up.
Right.
All right, where's the bleach the strongest? Let's start there.
Yeah.
Like, bleach don't do shit, man. But like, it's a lot of crazy shit popping out, and a lot of it is attached to Lil Rod stories. He just talk about everything. He went in there to Takashi'd out.
That's what I heard. What you call it say? Envy. He said, if you have a lawsuit against him, then why you keep talking about all this other stuff?
Other stuff outside of it.
Yeah.
They might have something on Lil Rod, or Lil Rod might be a crusader.
Yeah, he might just be on his
He
shit.
might just be on it like that. Like,
Yeah,
and somebody that's been violated, I can't really tell
that's what
them
I'm saying.
to keep certain secrets and not others.
Diddy might have got to him.
But
He like, fuck that. I ain't going out like that.
easiest way to beat the case is to discredit him.
Yeah.
Cause all this ties back to him, except that I heard that Cassie is cooperating.
Wow. Don't look good for the home team.
And the
man.
crazy thing is, non-disclosures have nothing to do with the feds.
Wow.
Yeah, she ain't breaking no, she ain't breaking no law, non-disclosure. She
Right.
has to talk.
Right.
They need to know.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So it's a lot of. It looked like some nails is flying around. I don't know where they gonna land, but somebody carving might be getting sized up.
It's a bad joint, man.
It's a bad look for.
Salute to Diddy and everything he did for hip hop, though.
I mean, everything positive, but if
That he did for hip hop positive, like. he
It's
produced
weird,
Biggie,
though.
bro.
yeah, and at the same
Like,
time,
you know
might
what I'm
have been
saying?
he might have been in the other room doing fuck shit. We gotta see how
It's
this play out.
possible. Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
It's very possible.
Like I want to see what happened to Farnsworth Bentley. Where the fuck is his little prissy ass at
They,
with
they,
the umbrellas and
they
shit?
said, oh, I heard Wack say, Wack 100 said he won't speak because he got in trouble for, he's a super thief.
I believe that.
So he got in trouble with Diddy before, and that's why they cut him off.
I believe that. But you know the story
Like they
about
already got something on him.
you know the story that he told about how he got cool with Diddy sound like some real.
Never heard that story.
He said they used to hang out in the same spot, like in the city, right? And he used to always come through fly and sharp, like you know what I mean, how we know him to be.
Yeah.
And he said Diddy used to always admire how he dressed, and he started speaking to him, and they built a bro. It sounds like.
From the rip, that's funny.
But that was,
You know, like I know.
and it might not even be true, but
They
that was
go
that
walk
was
in
his
with that
story.
shit on, it's gonna be like, oh, all right, he fly.
You fly nigga.
But
Now
that's
you
it.
got
I
to be
ain't
my
about to-
homie.
Yeah, I ain't about to.
And
make
now
a
I want you
relationship
around
with
me
you
every
off that.
day.
No, that's
You
wild.
you get a room in my shit.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's
yeah, man.
that's absurd. Like
So
that's
I feel
off
like
the
they had
earth.
I feel like they had a falling out.
Mm.
More than a disagreement, yeah, an argument.
That's crazy. Bro. Should have just.
Oh man. Let's move on to Jonathan Majors. I think K has a fucking curfew. Oh, the finals is on tonight though.
Right. So while we're giving updates on previous topics, we talked about how Jonathan Majors was convicted of domestic abuse.
Blow your nose. Convicted of domestic abuse.
Yes. So the sentencing was just last week. And they sentenced him to probation, no
Yeah.
jail time.
Yep.
I
guess.
Yeah. Jury's out. I don't know. But I thought it was interesting that he is not getting any jail time. I'm curious what this means for his career now, because, you know, we've seen people go back to Disney after jail time plenty of times. But this is a new era, so
Get down on the ground.
curious what you think and whether he still has a future in Hollywood.
I think for sure his future has been altered, Hollywood and otherwise, for sure. I think that I wound up in a situation where with him, similar to what I said about Cole, similar to what's my man that was playing Black Panther that we lost?
Chadwick Boseman?
Chadwick Boseman. Like, I think that some people have a different understanding of what they need out of life.
Mm-hmm.
And if it does alter his career, he might be more all right with it than we are. He might have a different level of understanding of his situation and what was possible, what he was facing, or that the chips fall where they may and he is who he is in his struggle. Like, we never know, like, but as far as just an outsider looking in, I really, from what I saw, I don't know if he should have been convicted in the first place, but I also don't know everything and I didn't keep up with the case because it's just so many of these type of things going on and he wasn't high on my priority list, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
So I guess
fair.
like to be convicted for something that to me looked a little slanted and then get probation is best case scenario, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's with hopes that there's not something that I missed that's more salacious that he deserved something more than that. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm not here to judge nobody.
Right.
So I'm guessing it's best case scenario.
Yeah, and I mean, ultimately, like, from what I heard of the trial and what I remember of the trial, it mostly boiled down to, like, two occasions, or one big occasion and, like, a couple of other, like, smaller occurrences of little things, but,
And one of them was over her seeing somebody in his phone, which is ironic because we saw somebody the whole trial with him from day one, and I'm wondering if that was the person in the phone.
it's a good question. It's a good question. So, you know, congratulations to him
That
for,
might be his Coretta. He's been looking for a Coretta.
right. I mean, he has making good now, so.
This nigga coming here with pneumonia. Yo,
Yo, he was definitely over there
dying on my
dying.
microphone.
Yes.
You could have moved the mic.
I almost turned it off at one
I'm
point.
gonna spray that motherfucker down in 2 points.
First of all,
Fuck that.
I had my head turned, cuff, elbow, all that. Secondly, I can't control how I sneeze, but my allergies flare up when the weather change a little bit, get warmer.
Oh, you weak?
Shit
All
like
right, cool.
that. Man, shut up.
to
Just
know.
had a whole eye injury publicly.
I had an eye infection that was real.
Yeah, exactly. So,
And now if my eye itch a little bit, I start bitching. Like,
Oh,
oh
man.
shit.
but want to know some crazy shit? My son, when he sneezes, sometimes he sneezes back to back like that too, like 3 times.
Shout out to my youngin'. You was torturing him earlier when you
I was
called
not
me, man. I
torturing
almost
him.
came over there and got you off him. Well, what you doing? Give it back.
Yo, shut up, bro.
I'm taking his toys.
No, he was laying in his little swing joint, just
Turned up.
yelling and making noise.
No, he
and-
just flexing his vocals. He
Yeah.
trying to get his pipes right. You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
he's teething though. He's been biting shit, like trying to bite down
My
on
boy maturing. That's what I said. I said, my boy growing up, man. I like to hear stuff.
grab my
like that.
fingers. He tries to bite my fingers, and he be biting its pacifier. Shit.
Milestones, man. Start washing your hands then.
I always wash my hands, man.
Oh, all right, cool.
Been a father for 8 years now, about to be, bro.
You
Come on.
can't skip the earthquake, yo.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, the
okay,
earthquake.
you right,
How
you
about
right.
this?
Tripping.
Shout out to the earthquake. I was asleep for it. I was asleep for that shit.
I was at work.
So you seen it then?
I felt it.
Oh wow.
I don't think you see earthquakes
Yeah, you felt it.
unless all hell break loose.
I ain't feel it. I was asleep.
Now, the funny shit is,
You shake me when I'm asleep. I ain't-
I'm in a big building, so it's like, you know, sometimes tractors or something run by and you get a little
Yeah.
building shake.
Wind and shit like that, gust of wind and all
You
that.
might get something crazy. So when this happened, I'm at work and I'm sitting at a table like this, bro. Literally a table like this. But I'm on the other side of it, like where that opening is at, right?
Mhm.
So the whole table start to Rockefeller like woof, woof, woof. But it's like waving.
Right.
So I'm like, oh shit. So I'm trying to be cool because, you know,
Yeah.
a bunch of people in the room with me. So I look up and I start seeing everybody's reaction, and it's funny because everybody has a different reaction to it.
Yeah.
You got the oh shit motherfuckers, and you got to try to play it cool and just look around and see if anybody else tripping motherfuckers. I'm just watching everybody because I'm at the far end of the room. Everybody's in front of me.
I would have gotten a corner.
So it wasn't that long. Like by the time you realize what was going on, it was over.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
It was that quick. But I was like, oh shit. That was an earthquake, I think. But then I'm like, I'm not far from a major street.
So it was only in the northeast?
No, it was from Jersey and it spread out. So it went to New York and it came down here.
Damn.
So they registered at a 4.1 or 4.8.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a lot of aftershocks also up until yesterday, I think.
Did anything fall or get damaged like on the earth?
Where there's certain places where things got manipulated. You know,
Yeah.
everything ain't built for that. But a lot of people that I saw was like, well, my shit stayed on the wall, thank God. Like it was a lot.
Yeah.
But Kay, your experience, because you was awake.
I was awake. I was working from home. I was on the couch. And when it happened, I immediately thought that the house behind us had collapsed. For some
Like
reason,
it was a noticeable shake.
in my head, that's what happened.
That's scary.
So I hopped up right away and like ran out to the back door because it didn't feel like the house next to us collapsed. It felt like the house behind me. And so I checked both the back door and the front door to see if any of the houses on the block were on fire or collapsed or had like a gas explosion.
Look at you, responsible. That that means you know everything.
And
You
then
start checking for all the shits.
And then once I realized that none of those things had happened, I came back inside and I kind of figured maybe I thought either the wind blew really hard or it was an earthquake.
You know what I called it at first?
Hmm.
When Twigs was like earthquake, I was like maybe a tremor. And I was joking, but it didn't feel like severe, but it felt like something abnormal that don't happen here just happened. So I'm like, and when I said tremor, I guess I was thinking like an aftershock probably,
Yeah.
but I don't know what really happened. But like my joke was, probably just a tremor. Like I said some shit that nobody else really was even thinking of, and just tried to keep it moving. And then I went on social media, and everybody felt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. So it wasn't just in this section of the city?
Right.
Northeast motherfuckers? Oh, Jersey. Oh, New York. Like it built up. I was like, oh, I didn't know. So it was an earthquake officially, but LA is laughing at us.
I know.
Kylie is cracking up. And I only see one person say, and shout out to Community World, I believe it was somebody on that side, say, yo, you know that Kylie is the only one that's built for earthquakes. Like
a real one.
Like, everybody else ain't got what we got, bro. Like, this shit crazy.
And what's crazy is that was my second earthquake, I think. Second or third.
The other one you talking about was how long ago?
The other one, I was in high school.
10 years ago, one more, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was saying, but he said it was 2 years ago or something.
No, I ain't see that.
You said somebody said they was booked during the joint not too long ago. I don't want to say the name.
Clips.
Oh, that we was talking about the next topic. My bad. Good catch.
So, I think it's interesting that we've had two in the last
Take that.
10,
Diddy.
10
You
15
bitch!
years.
Huh?
I said I think it's interesting that we've had two earthquakes in Pennsylvania in the last 15 years.
That's wild.
Considering like this is not an area that you normally get earthquakes at all.
Has anybody been listening to Al Gore for the last 30 years?
Right, climate change.
Al Gore has been talking this shit for so fucking long. They actually shut him down and he popped back up during election time last time. Like, this motherfucker has been saying this shit forever on every platform.
I just feel like
and none of them videos go viral. When you see him pop back up?
And what's crazy is with
when you ever seen the Al Gore speech pop back up about climate control when we going through it at a rapid rate?
Right.
They shut all that shit down, bro.
They want you to forget yourself.
Blacklisted.
And when they talk about climate change and like in planning for the future, because I've watched a couple of those documentaries, they always say that like this part of the United States is going to end up very tropical and, you know, rainforest feeling and like that type of thing. So I don't know, maybe this is moving us in that direction. The temperatures have definitely been warm and humid. This is the warmest spring that I can remember in a while.
It's like fast.
Yeah, super fast.
And I think another thing that people aren't realizing, we've seen droughts on the West Coast for years on end. They have been getting weeks of rain that they don't even understand.
Yeah.
Like, it's been happening. Like, the weather has been crazy for them out there because they not even used to that shit. And they had a little bout with snow real quick. Like, oh, shit.
I just feel like how many...
You know, and they talk about, real quick, this is a climate of people that say, I ain't never go to the snow before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's somewhere that, like the Poconos that's by them, where it be snow at. It's like, no, you got to go there to see the snow. It ain't like going out your house and making a fucking snowball. You got to get a cabin. You got to cover eyes.
I just feel like the 80s babies, man, we should not have to see any more crazy shit.
So we should be enough snow for us.
No, fuck snow. Like world crazy shit. Like global crazy shit.
In general.
Yeah, in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can name so much shit. You know what I mean? Like
a few examples wouldn't hurt.
I mean, what the fuck? Alright, so the crack epidemic, fucking HIV and shit like that. Then you got 9/11, the anthrax shit, the 2000 shit blackout. You got
opioids, which turned into fentanyl, which
turned into trank.
Come on.
Turned into trank.
Fucking the COVID, fucking, you got the other shit, the variants and Delta and all that shit that was going around. You got
Remember the
fucking 96 Blizzard.
there's a Talib
fucking-
Kweli album, right? And you probably never heard it, but it's called The Beautiful Struggle,
Right.
and it's named that for a fucking reason, bro. It's named that to live long is to go through more shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Shit don't stop. Your perspective, your mentality, your situation can change.
Right.
Shit don't stop. I just seen recently, who was interviewed and said, oh, it was my man from Boys in the Hood, the rap group. What's the young boy name? Jody Breeze.
I don't know. I know he was with Jeezy though, right?
Yeah, Jody Breeze said, I know a bunch of millionaires and they all got problems I don't want.
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that was deep. And you know he know a bunch of millionaires. Like, regardless of what, you know he know me from the A.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the mix. He was legendary for that trap shit. Them niggas know him.
Yeah.
He said they all got problems I don't want. I was
Yeah.
like, that's deep.
That's deep as shit.
Deep as fuck, yo. But we was on an earthquake.
Right.
So we can move from one natural disaster to a natural marvel.
I don't
What,
know if
the,
it's a marvel, but
The solar eclipse.
occurrence.
Now, you know, there's a lot of spirituality attached to the eclipse that nobody talks about, right?
Really? I didn't know.
New beginnings.
Yeah.
They said that you should journal during that time. You should write down people that you
People
need
were
to get
saying
away
shit
from.
like people going to die or something. I thought it was like some
Well,
shit.
new beginnings. It could be the death of old relationships and old energy too.
Oh, okay.
You know, there's levels to everybody's how they want to take things.
Limits.
Well,
Utilize them.
And astrology is all about like the placement of planets and moons at different times. So of course, the moon crossing before the sun,
Is a mood changer.
yeah, it means a lot to folks who subscribe to astrological thinking.
Okay.
But I like thinking of new beginnings because I'm a fan of not waiting until New Year's to fucking start some shit.
Yeah.
So if it's something that just comes to my attention, like, oh, all right, you know what? Time to hit the boost button one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
That's exciting to me.
I feel like
I can
got
shed
some
some
stuff.
skin.
Yeah, I got some stuff I need to do like that.
Yeah, and it's goal oriented too. It's not all about what
Exactly.
you're leaving behind. It's where you try and go.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
both sides. It's 50-50.
Did you guys try to see it or experience it?
I was sitting on the couch by the window.
I was outside.
It was a little dusky, but it didn't get dark. I thought it was supposed to get dark.
I was outside. I didn't have a super good angle. I was low. We was low, and it's a high building, like I said.
Uh-huh.
But I was out there when it got dark. It actually got chilly out. Like, I had a hoodie on and all, and I was a little cold. Like, you know how, like,
You could get cold easy.
no, just in general, because I'm skinny.
Not even skinny. You just not.
But just in general, when it's one of them in-between days, it's a difference between being in the sun and in the shade.
Yeah.
It's a 10-degree difference at least between being in the sun and in the shade. Sometimes you be outside, you be all right.
Mm-hmm.
You standing there, the overcast come, you start looking for where the sun at. Like, I would just walk right here. Yeah, something to cut the wind down or something.
Yeah.
Like, it's a big difference.
Yeah.
So it kind of gave you a dreary feeling
Mm-hmm.
because it's like, it's dark when it ain't supposed to be, and you can feel it
Mm-hmm.
in the temperature.
Yeah, just
Like,
changed the day for the
Regardless of whether you would have been cold or not, you would have felt like this ain't the same
Yeah.
shit from 15 minutes ago.
It's like the day. It's like the day stop.
Yeah, and I was just outside like an hour and a half before that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I went out there the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing really changed except, some cool shit happening.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the glasses?
Yeah.
Sure.
They was giving out 3D glass. Now, what I'm hearing is they're 10 times darker than sunglasses. So
Yeah.
they gave the cheapest version of that they could give, which is the 3D glasses.
In schools, yeah.
But like, it was somebody
I kept my daughter home from school.
to watch it.
No, just because I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
You thought it was gonna be Armageddon?
Yeah,
Purge?
like my girl was saying that. She
The
was like, she thought.
Well, how she say purge?
No, she ain't say it like that. She don't have a Baltimore accent no more like that.
Oh, you broke it out of her?
Nah, she been in Philly for a long
She
time.
got sick of the jokes.
Nah, she talk like me. It's funny. But anyway,
That's
That's cute.
No, she do though.
Oh.
When you with somebody for a long time, you kind of do that a little bit. Girls do most of the time. Anywho, bro, she was like, if it go black outside, people gonna start doing bullshit. So I'm like, all right, well, just keep her home.
It was 2 in the afternoon.
Oh, listen. However, that. Then look, we got a class dojo shit. Her teacher sent a message saying they ain't have enough glasses for all the students. So if you don't want your child to look at the sun, then you should come pick them up early.
So that mean they made an event out of it. That mean they had the whole school outside.
Listen,
That
cool.
was an event. She gonna go to school tomorrow. They gonna be like, we was out there and da.
If
She gonna be like,
anything
I was with the baby.
sound like it's trouble, don't have mine
Keep
there.
your kids home, man.
Cause I'm smoking shit about mine.
One of my biggest beliefs, based on my mom, perfect attendance is highly overrated.
Yeah, like I don't.
You gonna have your kid
everything.
going to school, not feeling good, possibly opening other kids up to germs and all of that, so you can get a fucking certificate.
Yeah, it should be.
Like it ain't worth it.
Then the whole
Colleges
glasses
just
thing.
don't care that much that you missed 3 days instead of none.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely
Yeah.
don't.
Like it don't work like that.
Yeah. Especially not in grade school.
None of that shit, bro. If you
And shout out my daughter, she got a good report card too. She got
if
all
you
these
can achieve and extracurricular at the same time, it's always respected.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
If you could do that with less days, then guess what? You're a fucking anomaly. Your numbers still measure up.
Bro, I'm about to try to get my daughter in an advanced school because I know she smarter than the average.
She one of them.
7-year-old already know.
She one of them. You know why though?
Why?
Cause y'all on it.
Yeah.
Y'all on it. She reaching her potential. She
Mhm.
not one of them kids that go home and ain't nobody interested in what happened.
Yeah, yeah.
And then she fall behind.
Right.
It's a lot of her peers.
Yeah.
They go home and they in the phone more than you.
Yeah.
They on the ratchet shit more than you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You ain't got one of them.
Pay attention to her.
You ain't got one of them.
Yeah.
Cause trust me, I'd have elbowed you a little bit.
But that's some shit. I be wanting to even, be
Tighten up
more.
more.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Have her on more of a schedule. You know what I mean? Give her certain, like her mom, she kind of fraction out her iPad time and shit like that. Like,
what you
know what
gonna
I'm saying?
learn when her brother gets a little older is that she kind of dictated how you parented her based on what you can trust in her, how she reacts to things. Because he's gonna do different, and he might have a whole nother set of rules than her.
Yeah.
Based on how he carries shit, because he's more like you.
Yeah.
And she's like you, I'm sure, mentality and a lot of, but he's gonna probably be like you. He was already trying to rip your finger off today. He's gonna start tearing down fire extinguishers with him 3.
No, man, we ain't doing none of that, bro.
Nah, but he gonna be solid. Like he gonna have that energy.
Yeah,
you know it.
Yeah,
Gonna be red blooded.
I just want to try to channel it in the right way. That's all. You know what I mean?
That's your job. But he gonna be super good because mom on it and you on it and he gonna be good.
Appreciate that, brother.
And we ain't got no worries. But the solar eclipse,
oh yeah, shout out to K. His neck, he working his neck a little bit more too. So like, you know what I mean? Probably be soon. You can come check him out.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I don't know what's going on, but it's cool.
No, I remember she said she don't want to watch the baby until
his neck was solid.
Yeah. Till he can handle his.
Yeah, I can put him on my chest and he'll like be up. He'll have his neck looking around.
I got different rules.
Yeah, her dad told us she wasn't watching her daughter until she turned 2.
I take them anywhere once they potty train.
Oh, diapers don't scare me.
Once they potty train, we can go to the look. We're gonna be in the mall.
So when you have your own
you know
baby,
I'm going shopping with the baby.
You have your own
gonna
baby.
come home fly.
Listen, when you have your own baby, right? You're gonna be one of them pops that like don't change diapers. And
No,
shit
I
like
mean I signed up for this shit.
Oh, all right.
But I signed up for this shit.
But you know, it's dads that don't do none of that shit. Like
now, I'm gonna keep it G. Never changed a diaper in my life.
But so you never had like a nephew that you did that with?
I have so many women in my family, bro.
Yeah, that's why.
You register as take out the trash.
Yeah.
Pick somebody up. Take somebody home. Diapers ain't your thing.
Yeah.
They do the dishes. You know what I mean? They clean the kitchen.
Yeah.
You do all the heavy lifting. You go. I was doing a grocery shop.
You don't know how to cook either.
Yeah, I can cook.
Oh, word.
And I was doing the shopping. I was like, if it's Thanksgiving, I'm the one with $600 on in the cart. Yeah.
That's good.
So I would do the before and afters, but I never had to do like none of that other stuff because there's so many women around.
Yeah, I look at that. I just,
And, you know, women fight for that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Give it to me. They crying, give it to me, and you just be sitting there like.
I want to make sure both of my
I was
kids.
never that lady.
I want to make sure both of my kids is domestic though, like know
They
how
should
to
be.
handle the house and.
There's no excuse.
Yeah, for sure.
We got YouTube University and we old. You know how much information they gonna have?
Nah, but fuck that. I'm just saying based off of morals and teaching, cause that's how.
No, but you gonna.
I got it.
You'll be able to. They'll be able to back up what you say.
Right.
They don't have to wait till the next time it's time to bake a cake.
Look,
They be able to
call
watch
you-
somebody bake a cake and be like, "Dad, this is what I want to do."
Yeah, facts.
Remember we
It's
did this?
also
Yeah, let's do this one.
more
Yeah.
important than teaching them is also demonstrating that too.
Exactly,
Like,
that's what I'm
you need
saying.
to make sure that
How you
like
carry it.
yeah,
Exactly.
like your own household is demonstrating
Exactly.
like, you know,
Mhm.
Be the
100,
example
100
that-
100 out of both of you.
Mhm.
both
Be the
partners.
example our homies ain't had.
Mm-hmm.
Like my dad raised a lot of my homeboys. You know what I'm saying? And whether they knew it or not. And then when I got to high school, I realized that all the black guys in my class, I was the only one that had a healthy relationship with my pop. And I don't mean live with my pop. I mean a healthy, like, wasn't like, fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be the examples that our homeboys ain't have, yo.
Yeah, facts. You're
Whether
right.
we know how to do it or not, we got to figure that shit out, man.
Mhm.
We got to find a mentor and,
No, for sure.
at a TV show and read a book.
Yeah.
But you got to figure it out. I'm blessed because, you know, I had a solid pop in the house with my mom. He's still with my mom. But I never neglect that shit, man.
No, for sure.
The examples that we had was bullshit. What we consider a healthy relationship outside of what I saw in my household is usually bullshit. Because it's based on, oh, they still together.
Yeah.
Not how they cohabitate.
Yeah, exactly. It's always different.
You like, you see them fight every time you see them, but you love them because they still love each other. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, well, stop. Don't try to be like them. 'Cause that shit
No.
is stress.
No, listen, bro.
That nigga go
That's
to the
how my
bar every day
relationship
before he
is.
go home.
That's how my relationship is, bro. Like, you will see us and think we the most sweetest, but when shit be on, we be at each other's neck. You know what I'm saying?
That's normal, but it shouldn't be the normal.
No, it's not the normal. But I'm just saying the
And
two
they should never feel that.
personalities of these two build-ups is super strong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. But y'all gonna mature too and realize that everything ain't worth it.
No, for sure.
Pick your battles.
Yeah, for sure. It be
Pick
on
your
that,
battles.
of course, but I'm just saying when it be real, it be real. You know what I'm saying?
I think y'all doing a good job, man.
Nah, thanks, bro.
I'm
I
on
appreciate
board.
it.
I'm on board, man. Jackie Chan. Who the hell put Jackie Chan on the list? Kay?
Cash.
Cash, this is one of yours.
Yes.
Everybody fuck with Jackie Chan.
It's funny because they've been showing all his old pictures, like when he was young.
Yeah, but then everybody, come on, bro. The hood fuck with Jackie Chan, bro.
Jackie Chan used to say, I don't want no trouble.
Everybody
and then
know.
whoop everybody ass. He did that in every movie. No, I'm not here for that. Slide under some shit that's supposed to chop his head off and doing his own stunts. Yo, this nigga was...
The whole hood, but he's the Bruce Lee of our era, bro.
Yeah, so Jet Li, yep. No, Jet Li blew him out the water because Jet Li did most of his own stuff. He ain't do as many as Jackie did though. But Jet Li was faster.
Yo,
He was faster.
Kay, can I get all these topics sent to me?
You want us to isolate
Sure. What
Thank
do you mean?
Just send me all the topics.
like
Like the ones that you sent me?
No, all of the ones that we covered tonight.
Oh,
just the words?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
all right.
I'm a battle rapper.
Yeah, you funny. as
Weird.
shit.
Y'all forget?
That was random
That
as
was
fuck.
so weird.
Nah, I've been wanting to say that. I just was trying to find the time to do it.
So where we was at before we was rudely
Come on,
interrupted?
Jackie.
We were talking about Jackie Chan.
So what about Jackie Chan being 70? You didn't realize?
It's just like, damn, we getting old if Jackie Chan 70. Like, what the fuck?
But when he played in the Karate Kid as Mr. Miyagi,
Yeah.
he was old, bro.
He was like 40.
Like, you want to see another Rush Hour out of Jackie?
Nah.
I don't want Jackie.
Yo, the
They
fact
drawing-
that y'all
they drawing
both
with-
reacted to that shit so fast.
ain't. But I'm just saluting him. Like, damn, Jackie
Nah,
Chan
shout out
70.
to Jackie, man. A great career, man.
Happy birthday to Jackie Chan.
One of the, honestly, if we being honest, if you want to talk about the history of impact on culture through film and art,
Yeah.
he one of the biggest, and
Excuse me.
he should kill O'Neal over there. This motherfucker owns 50 businesses, and about 40 of them go directly to charity. He profits from a small percentage of the amount of shit he owns out here in these streets.
That's good shit.
Cartoon, restaurants, brands, all type of shit. Jackie got his hands in a lot of shit, and
That's
a lot
great.
of that shit he don't even take it
That's
down from.
great shit.
And he's hands on with it. Cause you know him, he don't want nothing going on if he don't do it himself.
Right.
That's why he do his own stunts. But no, salute to Jackie, man. Definitely a beast. I gotta fuck with you because that was random as hell. I'm like, where did Jackie Chan get in? I was driving when you sent me. No, I was doing something when you sent me. I was probably working, and I just forwarded it. I looked at the first couple. I didn't see Jackie Chan on there. I swear I ain't see Jackie Chan on there.
Yeah.
I would have said something about that. Like, nigga, what we doing?
Why we can't talk about Jackie Chan?
I
Like,
just
you don't
didn't
know
know
Jackie
why
Chan?
we had. You know, I got. You know.
Why? Cause he ain't black. Like, what the fuck? Why not?
Wow.
Like, why not talk about the
Racial.
he turned 70?
He made it racial.
I'm just saying.
That was racial.
You the one said there was something wrong with talking about it.
Don't fuck.
Like, you ain't watch his fucking movies.
I'm fucking with you. Where we going next? Meatball.
Going to
or
Meatball.
Patty? Oh, we still on your list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, to be fair, this was on my list too.
Oh, all right. That's see.
I don't know nothing about this. Y'all gotta put me on.
So-
Really news.
So Meatball was officially announced as a cast member of Baddies Caribbean, which
we
is
knew that
coming
was
out.
coming. Krishan was on recruiting her.
Yeah. It's coming out in June or July probably. They released the auditions in the beginning of March, and usually like 3 to
Oh,
4
and now we
months
know she can
after.
rumble a little bit too. Oh, my bad.
Usually 3 to 4 months after they release the actual series itself. So we know for a fact that Meatball is a member of the cast. They list her on the Baddies wiki, like she is listed as a cast member, all of that. Anyway, so today she went on Twitter and said, "Block the whole cast and move on with regular life. Ain't nothing." So I don't know what happened because obviously the series isn't out yet, but something happened where she wants to just block the whole cast and move on with her regular life.
That's crazy.
Already?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
What the
laughing
fuck just
He
happened?
was just,
I'm just hearing the
hyping
story.
shit. He was just
And it's
hyping
over?
Well, to
It's
be
already
fair,
over?
to be
It's
fair,
all she tweeted is a tweet,
it's
bro.
a tweet.
It's hype. It's hype. No, but see, cause no, and I'm gonna keep it real. It went left to me.
Yo, that's
It's
why
my
I was
fault.
laughing when you was geeked up.
It's my fault because
You
yo,
ain't peeped the whole time.
when
like,
we
yo,
doing this shit, I'm listening for angles.
Yeah.
So the first thing I heard, I'm like, all right, cool. So I wonder if her legal problems affect this at all, or if she could do something on here that might fuck up her legal situation, like if she has a bail or something. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And right when I'm thinking that, it's like, well, block everybody. If I'm like, hold up, I guess it don't matter. Like that was a swing for me. My bad, y'all. Y'all got it in real time.
Well,
That's how I
my girl said
Okay.
that it's a Caribbean joint,
It is, yeah.
and
Baddies
she's
Caribbean.
not Caribbean.
No. So it's
that
not.
mean?
It does. It's just filmed in the Caribbean.
Oh, okay.
That's
That's
what I'm
all
about
it
to say.
means.
What did that mean?
And I believe it's like
It's not
all
all Caribbean
filmed in
cast.
like 2 or 3 weeks or something. Like it's a short like Caribbean trip. We're getting this filming in like
You could film baddies in a week. You know how many fights they get in one day?
right, exactly.
Shout out to Auntie. They almost took my homegirl out.
And
On
so
some shit though, them reality shows is drama prone. They want some type of controversy.
It's hurry up, drink and wait. Hurry up, drink and wait.
well, and the other thing that's not clear
And
though
antagonize.
is the filming still going on? Is it currently happening or has it already concluded? And this is like her way of promoing, like
Yeah, I think everything is like
Everything's promo.
What's it called? Troll.
Everything's promo. If you think about it, the things that you're not allowed to say and do when we're waiting on these shows to come out that's been recorded.
Just talk about exactly everything.
So what
You
she
talk around
did,
it.
what she did, she could do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's cool.
So in turn, what it does is it make everybody look
Still
out for it.
promo.
Yeah, it's promo. It could be promo. It could be true. Who knows?
TikTok is saying that as of the middle of the month of March, they were filming episodes.
How many
So
episodes is on a baddie season?
I'm not sure.
How many weeks do they usually shoot for? You said this one was short. Was it short in comparison, or is it short in comparison to what you used to from the other shows? I said that backwards, but you know what I mean.
I was assuming it was short because they did auditions in Miami, but they were flying everybody to the Caribbean, so I assume it's not a long shoot because you're not gonna pay for a Caribbean shoot for more than 4 weeks.
See, this the producer brain. That's why I gotta ask the questions. I don't be knowing. I don't be knowing. All right, cool. So is this big news? What do y'all think? Y'all think this is gonna up her stardom? You think people gonna fuck with her? You think she'll be a villain?
I don't know. I
Because
just
that's
know,
the thing too. Like
I
this,
just know if she is off the show, she better go out Miami and get a wave and sell her beanies.
these female
Do the same
reality
shit out
shows-
there.
Them beanies go crazy. These female reality shows, and they Scullies by the way, but these
Right,
female
but we
reality
know.
shows is really like wrestling. It's
Yeah.
like you either the villain or you the good guy. Like
Right.
they fuck with you, but you get paid the same.
Right,
It might get paid more to be the villain.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the Howard Stern effect.
And so it's not either way. It's not a bad thing because
So you
everybody
think it's a
gonna
good look for her?
follow you for
Even
regardless.
if she got her
not your
ass whooped.
baddies.
If she got her ass whooped and was mad, and that's why she made. this
Oh
statement,
yeah.
is that still beneficial to her?
Yeah. I don't know.
So
I don't really subscribe to her. I just know she's.
I mean, she young. She
Yeah.
young, and she been around. We respect.
I mean,
that.
I see the
She's
shit
been
she
around.
do, but it's like,
Antics.
yeah, it's coonery
It's
for real,
antics.
for real.
It's
You know what I'm
young
saying?
girl shit.
Yeah.
one of the main folks on Baddies posted recently, like 3 days ago, saying replacement time. Tag who should come and join us baddies on Baddies Caribbean. Tag any baddie out there.
Oh wow.
And like the video, she's jet skiing in what looks like the Caribbean. So it's possible that maybe she was out there filming currently and left the shoot early.
Quite possible.
But we'll have to wait and see.
And then that's back to my original thing. Was it based on what she has going on in the States?
That's possible. Yeah.
Because what she got caught up in was not light.
Yeah, it's not like.
It's not light at all. And you got to get permissions and understandings before you start moving around. Because they'll act like you didn't do it for a production.
Yep.
They will treat you like a fugitive.
Mm-hmm.
You got a cash bill?
Mm-hmm.
You got a bond?
You ran.
You got a
Meatball,
bond?
get out there on fucking ocean and get them beanies off, girl, for real. You know what I mean? Do your tricks and stunts and all that out there on the beach or something.
And get Gilly to throw another event because I had a ball last time.
Yo, that was great.
$20, man. I got $20 for 5 more of them.
Yeah,
It's already
Molly
to the
fight.
side.
Molly fight was funny as shit.
Molly shit was hilarious. Molly.
I actually seen Molly fight like that in real life too before.
I need the story.
I can't tell you this story.
No, no. I need the story.
Yo, shout out to Molly Cobain. I actually met Molly.
I heard he got in a rumble that he lost, but he went hard though.
Listen, I met Molly in prison, bro. We was in SCI Chester.
Yeah, you can't talk about jail fights.
It wasn't a jail fight. It was a street fight.
Okay.
It was in a house, but I can't. I'm not going to talk about that on camera.
All right. I guess
Shout out
that's
to Molly. I
honorable.
fucks with him. Yeah, I ain't going to put no. You know what I mean?
But Molly was hosting the other night too.
Yeah, I ain't going to put no stain on the name. He doing good for himself and his family.
You
I
see,
respect it.
you see Joe Button duck the fade.
With who?
Benzino, right?
Oh.
Ain't that who you decided last? Yeah, it was
Yep,
Benzino.
Benzino.
Benzino, I spoke on it last week. Benzino had called him out.
For a rumble?
Yeah.
Would he get paid for it?
At first, Benzino was like, "Oh, I'll do that one for free."
Ooh.
And then Joe responded on his podcast and was like, "Oh, all right, it ain't about nothing like you saying you'll do it for free. I'm with it, but I'm not traveling for this shit. You got to come around here. We could walk around the corner or something." Like, he played it down, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what people don't realize, if you know Joe's personality and you know people like Joe,
Right.
he set parameters
Mm-hmm.
when he said it. If you're going to do it free, this is the only way I'm doing it.
Right.
The next thing you see is Benzino on a live stream with somebody that organizes fights
Right.
talking about, yo, we can get a bag. We can do this. We can do that. Let's get a bag. Let's get a bag.
Mm-hmm.
We can set it up. I'm ready now. It's all of that talk. And then Joe said, I ain't signed up for that. I ain't doing it.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't doing it the whole time.
Right.
He told you, come to Jersey. walk up in the alleyway, no cameras or nothing, and y'all get it on.
Yeah.
What's the likelihood of that shit happening?
Yeah, I don't know.
What's the value in it when it
I don't
started
think
on
it's
when it
safe.
started in public? Yeah, like who's really gonna go do that?
Yeah.
He turtleneck is gonna walk around that motherfucker by himself,
Yeah, I don't think so.
and then you gonna say who he can't bring, of course,
Right, of course.
because we know who is who and who's crew, right?
Mm-hmm.
There ain't no these industry niggas. They ain't,
Yeah.
like you know Sean one of them.
Bro,
Don't bring Sean.
I don't subscribe to no setup beef or drama or violence or none of that. I don't subscribe to none of that.
So you
Like I had a
did
cousin.
see me after school. You had to get down at lunch. You couldn't see me.
Yeah, but that's why I don't do it now, because we're not fighting no more. Niggas are dying. What are you talking about? Meet me at this location and we both gonna die. We gonna kill each other. What the fuck are we talking about?
That me was crazy.
Like, come on, bro. You know there's a big difference between meet me after school at 3 o'clock versus nigga, it's up. I drop my location. Like, what? Or meet me at such and such. Listen, no shit, right?
Nobody coming without.
I got a cousin. He 2 years younger than me, right? This was my birthday one year. I think I turned like 20, 29 or some shit, 20 something. I forget, right?
So like a year ago.
Yeah, whatever. I don't even give a fuck. Listen, cuz pulled up to the studio. I was having like a party. No, I was like 27. I was having a party with my homies and shit in the studio. My birthday. We was smoking, drinking, eating, and all that shit. Came to the studio, showed me some love. Then he told me he was beefing with some nigga and he was gonna go meet him at a park at a certain time. And I was like,
nigga, no.
What?
Like, why?
That's what I said. I said, bro, you know you could pull up to a fucking a lineup or some cops or anything. Like, why would you just go down there not knowing what's gonna be there?
How it work out?
I don't know what he did. He like, man, I ain't going for that shit. The nigga said this and said that. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm like, you want me to ride down there with you? He like, no.
I got a young boy.
Shit was weird though. I'm not doing that, bro. Like, I wasn't going to go with him anyway, but it's just like, bro, that's not what you should do. I told him, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you got a joint? You going down there with the joint, right? He like, no. I'm like, oh,
no, shit. I assumed he was. Like, that's crazy. Like, I assumed he was, bro. I'm looking at you like,
about to go meet at nighttime somewhere to fight somebody. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro.
I got a young boy that
I don't subscribe to that.
Was going through something with a nigga over a chick, right?
Mm-hmm.
They both tow truck drivers. They see each other out, middle of the night shit. Talk crazy to each other. Pull over, get out. Rumble. They rumbling. The boy fucked my young boy up. You know what I mean? Whipped his ass a little bit. My young boy jumped in the truck. Ran this nigga over. Backed up over him. Ran him over again, bro.
Damn.
This nigga still in jail. And 3 months later, visibly on Facebook, she had a new boyfriend. She lost a nigga. Lost another nigga to the system because of it. And had a whole new man who I assume probably wasn't that new. That she was broadcasting on social media 4 months later.
That's sad.
It'd be like, yo.
Yeah, so all that to be said.
My bad. All I'm saying is you can win and still lose.
No. All that to be said, Joe Budden's Benzino, y'all gonna rumble. We not gonna talk about it. Right?
But I don't think
we're gonna see each other somewhere and rumble.
He was never going to rumble. This nigga he's not taking his fedora off. You gonna have to knock it off his head. You gonna have to like see him and start the fight. Like it's not gonna be set up.
People that got that much money don't be around nobody that don't want to be around, bro.
I ain't gonna lie though. That's what be corny about them beefing in public. You niggas could literally meet in your backyard.
Yeah, y'all got money.
Y'all got space.
Y'all could do whatever.
Isolation.
Yeah, like you can send this nigga a flight and
y'all can play paint guns. Y'all can do all type of ways to settle in your backyard.
Yeah, where nobody knows.
Could have did this shit in your basement, your man cave,
bro. Like the biggest, you know, who the biggest op is in the world.
You,
Apple.
Oh.
Niggas like this.
Everybody yelling at Apple.
Pull out all the games.
Everybody screaming at an iPhone. Everybody screaming at a fucking iPhone.
That's who the biggest op is. The camera, bro.
You
fuck out of here, bro.
Niggas is allergic to fruit.
Really trying to mix. Cause I don't. When I be really mad, if I really want to get involved in that type of shit, the last thing I want to do is be on the internet.
First of all, when I'm talking, it's because I'm trying to figure something out. Once I get beyond that, it's not.
Yeah, like why we? I'm not sending you no messages through. What? If anything, direct call you, DM call you or some shit. Yo, what type time you on? Or if this, that, or whatever.
Speaking of which, what type time is Aoki on right now?
Ooh, good question.
Now,
Yo.
I peeped from the dribble. The very first joint that went up, like Aoki out there with a 70-year-old white man on the island, you know what I mean?
They
It's
say
St. Bart's.
He's
65 or some shit.
Yeah.
But like it was like, you know, very early information type joint. Like I'm talking about I was early. And I'm like,
So you've been on this topic.
No, yeah, when it
Because
first,
this was one of my topics too.
when it first came about, yeah, it wasn't one of mine.
Mm-hmm.
But when it first came about, I was like, yo, that's crazy. Because like we know your mom and we know your dad. And it's like all of the things that you wonder about somebody that operates like her dad has been accused of operating,
Yeah.
she's displaying. Just like a lot of these women on reality shows and social media are proving all of the theories in real time.
Yeah.
And they don't even realize it. It's like, yo, you know that the things you've been trying to debunk all of this time suddenly have melted away.
Mm-hmm.
Like now you are who you are. Y'all hated strippers, now y'all all think y'all strippers.
Mm-hmm.
We know why y'all hated them now. It's not what you said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's different.
Mm-hmm.
So now to see like, all right, most women that have strange relationships with their father look for their father, and a lot of women that grow up set their milestones by what their mother did. If the mom slipped up and had a kid at 15, the daughter is trying to make sure she makes it past 16 before she has a kid, but her goal is 17. You see what I'm saying? It's still too low, but she outdid her mom. Or just get out of high school first.
Yeah.
Like that type of shit. That's normal.
Be better than your parents.
Like get out of high school. So that's still a low bar for a lot of people. So if your mom was a teen dealing with a grown man when she was underage, you see what I'm saying? And now you're patterning your trajectory after her, and you wind up in a more extreme situation. It's per the course. Like we're literally watching the human experiment in real time.
No, I get it.
Like on a lot of levels. And it's funny because this situation hits it from so many different angles, even to the point that her mom, Kimura, reacted like she was pissed about it. She put up the joint with the lioness grabbing the cub and throwing it around and all of that shit. And Pop said, call me. Russ said, just hit me up. I ain't here to make get upset about your decisions. Talk to me. And she said, oh, that's what y'all was tripping about? Watch this. And then turned it up more because she posted the joint where she was like, I woke up and now I figured out what they was talking about. Meaning like, oh, she caught wind, like she trending because of being with dude. Then she provided more ammo after that. Like, fuck y'all. And my mama. And this Aoki, we known Aoki since she was born.
Let's get into this though.
I'm listening.
Just what the mess said. She said
two. Oh,
yeah. She said.
I know she said that. For sure, she said that.
Aoki was on live with her pop one day.
Yep.
And she said something about if he ain't up her allowance,
she was gonna get a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he said, "You
ain't built like that.
Because you a virgin or some shit like that."
Insinuating.
That's not no shit that you're supposed to say to your dad, but that's not no shit you're supposed to say to your daughter either. You know what I'm saying? That the conversation should have been had then when she said that slick shit on live.
When we're talking about this shit on live, we already not operating like the same family.
Right.
Yeah,
why are we
that's
having
true.
this conversation?
Like we can joke, like you joke with your folks in public.
Yeah.
Your daughter will be able to joke with you in public. Even now she can to a certain extent. Don't get outside yourself, right?
Right. Facts.
That's not a live conversation.
Yeah.
It could be like, yo, I'm gonna press you with an ultimatum about either you do this or I'm gonna fuck an old man.
Yeah, that's deep.
Like that's not what we ultimating.
Right. And then furthermore, to keep it all the way
It's like,
clear,
give me the BMW, I might not come to Christmas. Like, we could joke. Like, what are we talking about with the old men?
furthermore, to keep it all the way clear, is like, little girl, like, that's your box you fucking up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's your reputation.
yeah, and then on top of that, your reputation, which leads into mine.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
My
saying?
legacy.
Right,
You are my legacy.
right. So it's like, why would you want to fuck up your foundation that you gonna lead?
She don't see it like that. We've seen, and that's what's funny about what I say about all the levels getting layers getting pulled back. We seen these baddies running around trying to get them injections taken out, regretting getting them in the first place. We seen women change their life. Black China don't want to be Black China no more after she done did everything in the
I
world.
seen Sukiyana say she was
Suki
signed her
wanna
soul
be
to the
saved.
devil and some shit.
At one point she want to be saved. Next minute is the devil. Like, it's
Yeah.
like we've seen these women that say, "Fuck you, I'm gonna do what I want." 10 years and 20 years later,
Mm-hmm.
and it don't age as well as they think it do when they don't give a fuck and they're public figures. Like, when everything you do is on the mainstream, it don't go nowhere. So the same way that you say you just want to live your life, in order to be Bobby, then you got to be Bobby now.
It's crazy because me and my man talk about this shit all the time. My man, Big Joe, he 10 years older than me. He like, today's woman in this era is so hard to like find somebody because it's like they want to be competing with men, but they don't master the shit that they naturally supposed to be on. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
partially that, and the other part is that they want to be men when it's convenient.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to be able to say, I do this just like you, I would do this just like you, I do
Right.
this just like you, but I need this, or you shouldn't treat me like this, or I don't like that I feel
You
like
want
this.
to be manly
You don't
about
want none of the
how
struggle.
you disperse your woman treats.
Orders,
Yeah, and it's like how
but you don't want the brunt.
we don't get the option.
You don't want the
Well,
stress
you
that
do.
come. No, you do, but
You
you got
do, but
the stress that
that's
come with that.
yeah, it comes at
It's
a
weight
major
that come with
cost.
that. When you put the weight on them, then it's like, hold on, you just doing that because I'm a woman. It's like, no, the nigga, man, why do you think black women are so infamous for holding black men down? Because they man had to go out to the world and deal with some bullshit in a way that they couldn't, and they held down the fort and did their job.
Yeah.
But they knew that this motherfucker was out there doing some shit they would rather not have to deal with,
Mhm.
whether it was physical or not.
Mhm.
You gotta bow down to the white man or duck your head around the white man and
Mm-hmm.
do whatever. Like, this is real shit. And
Yeah.
when that no longer becomes a thing and it starts seeming more comfortable, then you see them having the same plight that we had at one point, and you respect it. But part of the thing that is not equal is that it comes with the bullshit.
Right.
It comes with the burden. It comes with uncertainty.
Mhm.
It comes with a lot of, yo, nobody understands me. Nobody is on my level right now.
Mhm.
It come with that
Mhm.
because you are running a race that 30% of the country can understand.
Right.
Just in general, if you make $100,000 a year, you're in a high percentile in this fucking country.
Mhm.
If you working towards sitting on $500,000 in equity, you're in a super high percentile in this country, and that's not liquid.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you talk about motherfuckers that's moving like men, so to speak,
Mhm.
it's a lot that come with that shit.
Yep.
Like liking men
Yeah.
that might not necessarily be on your level, or having to accept that finance ain't every fucking thing.
Mhm.
My bad, Case here.
Thanks for your rant.
Ruger rants. I'm gonna sell them bitches like TED Talks. Go ahead.
Let's get about these topics.
No, I mean that's I don't have anything else to add about that.
All right.
All right. So any thing else we gotta cover? We got a few topics left.
Sure do.
Hennessy versus hip hop.
What?
So if you know Rory from Rory and Maul or Joe Button,
That's it. That's what it is. Yeah.
yeah, he used to be a part of Henny Palooza.
Okay.
If you know about Henny Palooza, it was an event that was all open bar for Henny and unlimited chicken wings or some shit. Like, they had chicken and beer. I mean, and Henny. And it got big. And then, like, Hennessy sent them a cease and desist at some point. And what saved them was they transferred it over to Duce Palooza. Like they picked up the Jay-Z brand. You know what I'm saying? But when he was asked about it on Bag Fuel, Esso and Heineken was talking to him about it. What he was saying was he understood that Hennessy wasn't against them. Hennessy was against being branded next to hip hop. Which Cristal has always said, Hennessy has actually said for a long time, and other big liquor and clothing brands have said for years, is like we don't want to be affiliated with them. And now Balenciaga just trolling y'all and putting out shit nobody supposed to wear.
I think particularly French brands do this more egregiously than other brands as well.
Sure.
You're probably right.
And I mean, France in general has a long history of like very overt racism in their brands and media and whatnot. So it's not necessarily surprising, and
Not surprising to me at all.
no, and I think
France
that
and Britain is close, isn't it?
not really, but kind of.
Okay.
They're in the same continent.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Okay.
I know how you look at it.
But like France is closer to North Africa. Like you could you could take a ferry to North Africa from France.
That's why it's so. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, go ahead.
So France has always tried to separate itself from Africa specifically, and Hennessy, while it is a cognac, so it's made in France, and it's a French brand, it's always had a larger market share in the US than it does in France itself.
Yep.
So one of their big goals as a brand around this time and in general is to have more of a market share in France and not be seen as like the bottom shelf of French cognacs in France itself.
Which means being related to hip hop.
Exactly.
They've upped the price and all of that, and motherfuckers just kept buying it.
So when if you're thinking about this from like the French person perspective, they're looking at an advertisement what they already think is bottom shelf of what they drink every day. And then it's being associated with people that they already, have different types of feelings towards.
Right.
And, it makes them less likely to buy that product.
You know, Hennessy used to be $25 for a fifth at the Wine and Spirits. Cavassier was $29, and then it was like $35. Now Hennessy costs more than Cavassier. Nothing's changed except the fact you niggas keep buying it. Bro, it's the craziest shit in the world.
Yo, my perspective, I think Cavassier is smoother than Hennessy, and you still get the same strength of the boldness of the drink that you want. But
that's why it shouldn't be
I
think
people buy shit based on popularity, and that's the bad part. Now,
and in business, you're supposed to adapt to that.
Will you try shit based on popularity? Yes, but what you like is what you like. So just liking some shit because everybody else like it, or drinking something because everybody else drink it, is weird to me. But
But what I see from the Ciroc wave and what I see from the tequila wave is the motherfuckers that's really running around drinking shit that just became trendy, they don't even like it. They mixing it with a bunch of shit.
Just like
it's
that.
Mixed with 3 different fruit punches.
What's that new shit that everybody used to rap about?
Casamigos. Yeah.
Well, I feel like appealing to the black market is such a novel idea in marketing in general.
It's a startup
idea. That's what novel means. The only way that they know how to do it is by celebrity endorsement.
But Henny never really went after us. Nas is the only person. Hennessy never went after us. And the crazy thing is, one thing I wanted to say earlier is if you pay attention, like part of the reason that people put Jay-Z in certain boxes is because he only built brands based on who told him no. When Cristal and them said no, he went and looked for a liquor brand. When Versace and Gucci and them said no, he went and started a clothing brand. It's directly after I asked them niggas that I've been shouting out this whole time, and they told me they don't respect the power of hip hop or they don't want that audience. I just went and made something for my people and showed them my value. That's what he was doing the whole time. So a lot of the business ventures he went for was just literally being a boss and being like, you gonna tell me no, I'm gonna figure it out. To the fact that he gets a partnership with one of the highest in the land.
And you gonna get that motivation to want to do that when somebody just told you no.
Yeah, like when you know that you made them a bunch of money. You know when you was in the club 2 months ago, nobody was drinking that. You know that you said it. We dropped the song 5 weeks ago, and now everywhere you go is sold out.
Right.
They don't even order enough yet. Like they don't even know the wave coming.
That's
like I
if I
can't get
start
a
rapping
bottle.
about Cavassier and then everybody
Started drinking it. Like I can't get a bottle of the shit that I usually can't even like.
Bro, to be honest, bro, I don't feel like that, but Cavassier start getting more
Popular.
local, yeah, popular, yeah.
I mean, what
You go in certain stores, they don't got it and shit like that.
What happens is during COVID, when everybody was robbing or buying everything in the liquor store, Hennessy was running the fuck out, and we didn't have Hennessy for like 3 months, bro.
Yeah.
And niggas started drinking other shit.
Yeah.
The cheap cognac came out, that Branson shit and all of that.
Branson ain't cheap. That shit $50.
Maybe it's not Branson. It's
That's
something,
50 shit.
Yeah, 50. My bad. It wasn't 50 shit. It's something else that was cheaper. It was like 2 cheaper cognacs that came out that I haven't really seen since. Like maybe Wine and Spirits picked them up to fill in the gaps.
Yeah, I don't know.
But niggas was buying that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. Because you got to remember, I was still on Glockaware. So niggas is bringing bottles through, and niggas is like, it's cognac. And I'm like, this is what?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking it's brandy. I'm like, oh, this is cognac. I'm not drinking this, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I never thought I'd see a cognac that I wouldn't drink because there's no such thing. Until then, there was no such thing as a bottom shelf cognac to me.
Right.
Or a mid shelf cognac to me. It was top shelf and up.
It is a bottom shelf cognac, though.
What?
E&J.
That's brandy. That's not cognac. Cognac is made in cognac. You know cognac is a place?
Oh, okay.
Let's start there.
What about what's that shit called? Paul
Masson? Brandy.
That's brandy too.
Cognac is a region of France that grows specific types of grapes, cognac grapes, that are then used in distilling cognac.
Cognac is a place,
wow,
bro.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Fire.
You know I be knowing.
Learn something new every day.
I be knowing.
Score update, 21-21.
Oh, is even in
It's
the
lit.
championship.
And there's 9 minutes left in the first period.
Oh, then we good. We good. We can get through the rest of these topics. I ain't rushing to that. And we needed to do a long live stream anyway, just to see how I feel.
Gotta go home and make catfish nuggets, man.
All right, well, you got 15 more minutes.
All right, cool.
Where we at now, okay?
Charleston White and Gilly, which we
Alright,
talked
make it
about
sound.
last week, but
What you think about the Charleston White Gilly shit? This one of your topics?
yeah.
Man, I think everything I think is not cool to say on camera.
Did you see that? Do you know who Back on Fig is?
Who?
Back on Fig.
Uh-uh.
Back on Fig is a podcast and a live stream that I watch, right?
Yeah.
They had Charleston on like a week ago.
Yeah.
He called in. He wasn't on like set, but he called in and he talked for a while, right? And one of the hosts tried to press him about the Gilly shit. Like, bro, you be out here talking about shit that's crazy. Why you keep talking about all uplifting the people? You saying shit that's violation.
Uh-huh.
And Charleston went the fuck off. And he's not backing down from his stance on it.
I know. I watched another interview on him about that shit too.
Today he just dropped something new, right?
Say cheese, Trump.
Yeah, say cheese.
It wasn't today though.
Yesterday.
Maybe
it was
yesterday.
recent. It was
Yeah,
like
recent.
yesterday. Yeah, but it's like you can't be a grown man. All right, perfect example. I do what I want to do.
Right.
That's childish.
Right.
Only children are allowed to try to do what they want to do. Adults do what the fuck they gotta do. What's responsible.
What's needed to be
and
done.
what makes sense for progression in life
Facts.
and they children's safety.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Nourishment.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like you looking at a grown ass man that constantly finds ways to avoid accountability for shit by telling y'all some shit that if you ain't never read a book you might buy into. Like a nigga nickname ain't got nothing to do with his God-given name. Like it ain't as many people running around calling me Sammy as it is my mom. What she named me.
Yeah, like he say shit like, oh, he was a gangster, so he deserved that, and just wild shit, bro. Listen, if I was Gilly, I wouldn't say anything about this topic
At all. Not
at all.
online. You crazy? Beer, please.
Because Charleston White is doing so much shit and saying so much shit that he's gonna make certain shit inevitable, and it's all about how many chances you get or how hard it is or easy it is
To get to
for
it.
somebody to get to you. Yeah. So at the end of the day, you know, I would handle this very carefully. You know,
But
if
how
I
do
was
you
Gilly.
how do you deal with a nigga that'll tell you to meet him and then tell the cops you shot him?
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't say anything.
Like, he's from this era. He's not from the generation. He's from this era of turning motherfuckers up and then saying, well, do something. You know I'm gonna call the police. And then that sound gangster. Like, he's saying it like it's entitled. Like it don't even
If
line
I'm
up.
Gilly,
I
you
would
just
never
telling me
say
not to
nothing in
miss.
public. I would never say nothing in public. You
If
telling
I'm,
me not to miss?
you telling me not to miss. You telling me to
That's
stand
crazy.
over you.
That's crazy.
That's all. That's the only way I'm internalized it. At
But
that point, bro, from somebody that watch, listen, bro, I don't like getting like deep with thoughts and shit, but certain shit trigger me, right? I watched my uncle stand over a casket with his son in that joint, bro.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And my uncle, you seen him, he like 6'3",
Mhm.
at least 220.
Mhm.
Bro, he buckled, bro, like he holding that casket, he buckled like
Mhm.
I had to get behind him and hold him up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm with you.
for you to lose your child, you know what I mean, lose your son, a man to lose his son, and somebody make fun of that,
And we saw Gil go through it in real time.
yeah, like, come on, bro. But what I'm saying is this, you know, the power of that tongue is crazy, and, you know, people, you reap what you sow. You know what I'm saying? He's saying people reap what they sow, but you out here speaking on that type of shit and saying certain things that's like,
During Ramadan.
come on, man. If I was Gilly, though, like I said, I would stay off the internet and say anything about Charleston White. Because if anything happened to him, then it's going to look like he had something to do with it.
Well, Gil's purpose, Gil and Wallow, they purpose and their impact is way bigger than responding to him. If that gotta get handled, there's people out here that love Gil from all over this country.
We know that.
You know what I'm saying? And whether Charleston know that or care about that or not, like, it ain't enough mace in the world when somebody want to get to you. So you gonna either have to die, go to hell, or go to jail.
Right.
When you start fucking with certain kind of energy.
Yeah.
It just is what it is.
The same shit that happened with Takashi. You was out here talking crazy to everybody, talking to goofy. Yeah. And that's what happens.
Oh, we ain't got no footage till you hit a brick wall. And that's what happens. And you know what's funny? In this generation, like, a lot of the times, even like the rat thing was tested. Like, well, such and such did it, and ain't nobody do nothing to him. Well, when you give it time, all that shit wind up ironing itself out. Y'all just be expecting somebody to hit a nigga in a week.
Yeah.
Like, no, ain't nobody that stupid, man. But when you see what happened to people, it wind up looking like what happened to Omar.
Even if it's like, it's sad because we all got sins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, niggas
things
did
be done
fucked up
wrong.
shit,
You know what I'm saying? So, look at a situation like Alpo.
That's what I was thinking of.
You know what I'm saying?
See how he went out.
Smoking niggas, body count goofy, doing all types of shit.
He go out supposedly over a bitch.
But you go out.
You ever heard about a nigga from uptown named JC?
No.
Do you ever work on JC? We ain't gonna start that right
You
now.
ever heard about a nigga from North that was grinding down Southwest named Josh?
Yeah, I know about Josh.
Mm.
Yeah.
Off camera shit.
Yeah, these stories go crazy and they never end up how you think they will, but time is everything, man, and people was going to run their race. You better run yours and stay out of motherfuckers' way.
Yeah, but that shit would Gil just keep, man, shout out to Gil.
Yep.
I mean, everything
Keep
he
going
was
what
doing,
you
he was
doing.
out he was out feeding the homeless, him and me. Put the shit out for not the homeless, for the Muslims. I'm sorry.
They fed the Muslims.
Yeah.
And Gil did it a couple times. But one thing that I seen, cause I watched the adventures and all of that they post. I see y'all out. I see them out Maryland. as a man that just lost his kid trying to save everybody else's kids. That's more important.
Yeah, it is.
That's more important. The fact that it ain't take 5-10 years him be an old man to get on that initiative, he got right to it and upped his ante and what he was already doing. That's what we salute. That's what we support. And that's where his energy need to be at.
Facts.
This nigga gonna get handled. He throwing too many darts, too many different ways.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how I feel about it. That's the most I ever said about it. That's why I felt need to just put a bow on that. But
I ain't got nothing else to say about that shit.
So you good?
Yeah, I'm good on that.
All right, man. Another good episode, man. Appreciate you. We ain't even gonna touch on that last, and it's cool. I'm gonna let you go ahead and make catfish nuggets and all that.
I probably won't even do that shit no.
We're gonna
Now I can't play that because you ain't making catfish nuggets.
get down on the ground. Get down on the ground.
All right, I'll play that for you,
Right,
bum man. That's crazy. I don't like feeling like I stopped the kids from catfish.
The kids gonna eat regardless.
Absolutely.
That's I want it.
All right, then we out this bitch. K, you all right?
Mhm.
So you want to say bye to the people? Anything you got coming up? You good?
I'm good.
All right, then we out this putt, man. I'm about to go watch this game.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute.
This is Sippin' with Sammy. I am Mr. Fly Shit Only, the one and only Sippin' with Sammy, Sam Malone, Bar